Hello and welcome, everyone, once again to another amazing session of Platinum Watch. When last we left off, our party of intrepid heroes and adventurers, of course, had left the river town of Boshan after having a terrifying nightmare. Each of them had their own personalized nightmares attuned to their fears, and they encountered the darkest of all deities, most ancient and foul, the Maw. And that is M-A-W, for those of you who don't know how to fucking spell. Just kidding, neither do I! Literacy. On another note, let's see, they went from there down the main road towards the Boneyard, their main objective, where they had been hearing reports of necromancy, as we've been covering for the past 3 episodes, because apparently it takes, like, 5 days to stop necromancy. Oh well. As they traveled down the road, they met Valus Taorn, fortune teller and caster extraordinaire, who had a bit of history with Trapet, and they all kind of talked about their carnival days, you know, Trapet on the acrobatics, him doing his fortune-telling and mystifying techniques of magic. And we learned a little bit about Trapet's backstory, which was quite intriguing. As they arrived in the Boneyard, they kind of spread out and immediately started searching for clues, like the good old Scooby Gang. Obviously, Malcolm is Daphne. So, moving past that, however, they looked for clues, they asked around, interrogated a few people, and all they could really gather was that the cult had been desecrating graves, pulling out bodies from the catacombs, and otherwise staying out of the public eye during the day, and in the night they kept their activities very subtle. They moved in small packs that avoided detection. Outside of that, Rando revealed Shadowin to the party in a rather unorthodox method, as he wiped the mind of the guard captain and then put it back not the way it was, and then revealed to them Shadowin as they all convened and discussed what the fuck had just happened. During this, he decided to cast his ritual to speech beyond the grave, and met Avok Korik, former member of Platinum Watch and current ghost. They decided to convene to the Sharpened Bone, an inn on the northern section of the town proper, where they would then set out in the eve of night to catch some cultists. Now, we pick up there after a small bit of out-of-character social sessioning, which was just more or less characters talking, Maxine opening the... well... Maxine doing some nightly activities that were really, really odd for her character. I'm not gonna lie. Bread, get on the mic. Like, that, you did some weird shit.
Leave me alone!
You did some weird shit!
Maxine needed to know! She craved the knowledge.
So Maxine talked with Cord a lot during her social session, and then, Rando and Merrick, played by, of course, the illustrious, ever-illustrious Storm Sage 13 and Zodiac Zack 19, y'all came in at an inopportune time for Maxine.
Okay, look, I heard a scream. I busted down a door. Yeah.
And you
That's
saw a
all
naked
your fault.
Maxine.
Okay, look,
Alright.
look. When you hear a scream, and it's like one of your teammates, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try and help them.
We didn't know she was naked.
Leave me alone.
Look, my
What?
character's just 11. Leave him alone.
Technically, it's not my fault either.
Avok, you talked a bit with Trapet, and y'all played cards.
Yeah, we did.
And Malcolm, you had some sad boy moments when Maxine's like, yeah, I have friends now. You were just like, oh yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, he had acted offended at first, but he had quickly apologized and said he couldn't really be like that with Maxine. And then he offered her breakfast in bed. So
And then she flopped down in the bed and is like, fuck off.
She
And you're like,
tried to go to sleep.
tried to go to sleep.
But then this leads us to where we are now. So the follow-up is, Malcolm, you did an amazing thing last social session where you decided to cast Identify on a group of storm clouds that you saw rolling in.
Yeah, I had realized after reading the spell, the range is touch, but I'm glad that you allowed me to do that.
I mean, we'll say that
semantics.
it's your
Yeah.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
What spell slot is identify?
First level?
Do you want to burn an additional first level for your solid ass, like, fucking uber mage hand? Touch the storm!
Sure. Yeah.
Alright, so we'll say you're down 2 first level spell slots, but, you did cast identify with your mage hand.
Those were blood magic slots, so they don't...
Yeah, so you only burned, like, 1 first level for, like, an identify. Or no, how many hit points did you sacrifice? Because I know you can do 2 first levels if you sacrifice a certain number of hit points.
How many hit points do you want me to sacrifice for 2 first levels?
I mean, cantrips cost...
all of them.
Cantrips cost nothing for blood magic. I'll say that's, like, just 1 point of damage. But for for 2 first levels, roll me 1d4 and subtract... 1d4 and cut it in half. Or 2d4s and cut it in half, sorry.
I got 3. Cutting it in half is 1.5. Do you want to round up or down?
We'll round up, so you're down 2 hit points. You're at 48. So not much of a cost. It was almost the cost of 2 cantrips for just 2 first level spells. You were really wanting to channel that blood magic. And you were able to identify the storm was a 6th level spell called Storm Break. And using your Eyes of the Eagle as well as your newfound power for dark vision, courtesy of Rook's father, you were able to identify at the front of the storm none other than the shape of Valus Taorn, the fortune teller. So this is where we pick up, is Malcolm more or less rousing everyone from whatever sleep they were trying to get to chomp on the bit of this as quickly as they can.
Everyone, get in your combat armor and get into the combat room. We have briefing in 5. Let's move! Let's move!
We're in the end. We have a combat room.
Okay, Trapet, I know we're using mage. Wait, what? Trapet, where you going? I thought we were playing cards.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. I feel really bad. Yes, and also we have the ever-amazing Trapet played by the Hawk Bridge. Ta-da! Fantastic Man! Fancy Man!
He's so funny and fancy.
The ever humble.
The ever humble the Hawk Abridged, who I apologize I didn't introduce sooner. Yeah. And we're 4 episodes into Platinum Watch. If you don't know who our players are, I'm gonna feel a little hurt.
I came in 40 minutes at the end of the last episode.
Oh yeah, and we have Red Beast as Avok, so Storm and Red are back again. The twins are gonna tear it up.
Brother!
Hey.
Brother, help me.
Brother, do you know the way?
No!
Stop.
Fucking cancer.
Wakanda.
But yeah, Milk's gonna wake up and get dressed as fast as possible. Just what she needs. Cancer.
Maxine just like looks at the comfy bed size. I'm too pissed to sleep anyway. Goes to get dressed.
I look over across from you to Avok as we play cards. Like, do you wear armor?
I haven't taken these pants off in 30 years. I don't think I can.
Well, I don't wear armor either, so.
Well, I mean, actually,
1 or 2 more hands.
Actually, I can wear armor. It's a neat little trick I can do.
Ah, nice. Well, we should have to buy some armor next time we go out.
All right.
You know, 1 more hand of cards, 1 they get
Wait,
dressed.
why do you ask? Because Avon doesn't have an earring.
Oh, I thought we were in the same room.
He is, but the earring is an internal network. He can't hear what you guys are hearing.
Oh, oh shit, yeah, I forgot. Oh, nothing. The Malcolm has just said we all need to get dressed and go fight or something. But since you and I are already dressed, another round of cards.
Fuck it, why not?
Walker, quick question.
Yes.
Boots of Haste lasts for 10 minutes, and I can just turn them on and off until those 10 minutes are used up. Can I quickly haste up to quickly don my armor?
No.
Okay. I am just going to slowly don my armor then.
You'll don your armor at the pace that was taught to you
Yep.
by the Blood Hunter Order, which is to say military standard.
Okay.
So like 10 minutes?
Pretty quick.
So like 5 minutes.
Ah!
Can't blame me for trying.
I mean, technically, I can
That
get.
after
I mean,
10 minutes, like, how the fuck did you do that?
I mean, if I'm legit being honest, I can get dressed faster than that. But okay.
I mean,
That's
all-
no.
But also, I'm not strapping on armor and weapons, so fair enough.
Yeah. Well,
With that,
it's not only that you're strapping on armor and a weapon; it's that you're ensuring that all of your belts and fastenings and equipment is fit on you in a way that it's easily accessible and comfortable. It's not
Yeah, yeah.
snagging on you. It's
with that,
you,
that said,
your
Merrick's not
stuff
gonna-
isn't hanging the wrong way, you know.
Yeah, gotcha.
Merrick's not gonna bother with bandaging up his arm that he normally would do in the morning. He's just going to say, "Fuck it, this sounds urgent."
Can I?
I mean, you already had it
roll-
bandaged from last night. You
Oh, I didn't realize.
You
okay,
only
yeah,
you
okay.
only untightened it slightly for like the shadow, looking at the thing that like at when Shadowwind appeared. So yeah, it's still you
Okay, still
reapply.
going.
Yeah, you reapplied it when
I did
Rando
not
woke you
realize.
up. Yeah, you reapplied it when Rando woke you up.
Thanks, man.
okay, that was, not on purpose.
Anyway,
That's cool.
it takes you all about, we'll say, 20 minutes,
5 minutes.
to get ready. Merrick, it takes you about like 5 to get ready. Malcolm's already dressed as well. It takes Maxine about 15 minutes to get ready because she's just really groggy and it just kind of, she's got a lot of armor and weapons that are heavy.
Can I will my bracelet
Okay.
change
Yes,
from
yes.
back? Okay, cool. It's back in its original form.
It's back in its original form, yes. And then
Let's go.
Rando, it takes you like
Like
maybe
5
maybe 10. It just takes you the same. It takes you the same amount it would
Really?
take Merrick if he wasn't like an army man.
Okay.
Because you have a
Alright.
cloak and all your baubles and such.
Oh, true. And then plus, healer. I gotta get them.
You
potions
gotta like,
ready.
okay, is this poultice ready? Is this poultice ready? This potion
Those three
needs another
poultices.
3 days of
I need to make sure I got my band-aids ready.
yeah.
so I can
You're
just
like
slap one
this
on
this
somebody.
potion needs another 5 days of brewing.
Ooh.
Gotta get that
Merrick's
blue
the only
mushroom
one who gets
extract.
ready in 5 minutes, and then everybody else takes longer.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, princess. It's
Okay.
a bit
um,
slower.
I mean,
here.
technically,
I want to
Yeah,
have a
chat about it.
conversation with Merrick before everybody else comes down. Then. if
All
that's the
right,
situation.
yeah. As Rando's getting ready, Merrick kind of walks up to you, and y'all are both ready.
Hey, what's the situation here?
Right. Well, I'll let you know first, and then I'm gonna figure out what's taking everybody else so long. Long story short, you remember that fortune teller we ran into yesterday?
Yeah, the one that just pegged me for a lichen straight off the bat.
Yeah. Well, he was casting a storm up in the sky. I saw him with my eyes of the eagle, out 2 miles away.
I thought that was Rando. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, if he's causing a storm, it's to cover up whatever the cultists are doing. Make sure the guards aren't out on patrol. We need to get out there immediately. Try and prevent whatever's about to happen. I'm gonna go get the others, and then we'll go ahead and give them a full briefing.
Alright. If we can, let's see if we can capture him alive.
Hmm. Well,
We need
Trapet said he
information.
knew them, didn't he?
Yeah.
We'll
Let
have to
Trapet-
ask him about anything he knows about the man then. Make sure we all know what we're getting into.
Skill sets, all that good stuff. If we
Yeah.
can capture him alive, we might be able to find out more about the cultists.
Well, it was a 6th level spell, so I'm gonna recommend to Maxine that we call in the cavalry on this one, because he's definitely above our power level.
What's the level?
Merrick's just going to...
Power
okay.
level, not level.
I know.
Merrick's
I was gonna say, Bread, can you quickly roll an insight check on someone you've never seen before?
Sure.
Malcolm,
It's a
you're
natural
going-
20. Congratulations, you rolled a 1, but I rolled a 20. Not if you've never seen them before.
Malcolm, you know a lot more about magic than I do.
Yeah.
If we bind his hands, can he still cast?
Depends on the spell. Binding his hands will only prevent somatic components. If you wanted to really make sure you were doing a good job, you'd need to silence him too. That
Okay.
means
I'll
grabbing him
remember
by the
that.
throat or putting something in his mouth. I don't know. Silent spells work as well. Even if he's speaking, if the words aren't audible, then the spell doesn't work.
If he casts, I have a few tricks to counteract his magic, but not a lot.
Well, my specialty as a war wizard was in fighting other arcane wizards, so I definitely have us covered there.
Really glad you're here.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get the others.
Alright. Merrick is going to take a look outside just to see if he can notice anything. Probably not, but he's antsy.
It's very dark outside.
Damn
I'm gonna
it.
guess around the point Avon and I have finished our card game or heading down. to
Yeah,
the woods.
you and Avok leave about same time as Rando. And kind of make your way down to where the group's gathering in kind of the main bar area in an off corner, in kind of an off corner booth. And so y'all can have like a small amount of conversation real quick before Maxine comes down, since there's 5 of you now.
Okay, I don't care if you're using mage. I swear you were cheating.
So,
What?
what's
Yeah, no,
with
just
the
on the lucky
freak
draw, dude.
storm there?
I think
Weird,
that wasn't
right?
you. Rando, don't
Yeah.
worry, that wasn't you.
Oh my god.
What was it? What's going on?
Good to know.
We got a storm outside. Turns out it's a person we met on the way here. A fortune teller.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I thought
good.
the weather was a little odd today.
Fortune teller.
Well, Trapet, you said you had known him before, right?
Briefly. There was a lot of people in the circus, but you know, he seemed nice enough.
Well, evidently he's working with the cultists.
And you know that how?
It's a really great feeling in my gut.
I see.
Well, more than that, it's like we just said, we saw him casting a storm in the sky. If he wasn't doing that to cover for them, then why is he doing it?
Maybe he's.
At
That makes a
that
good point.
very moment that he says that, you hear sheets of rain hitting the inn.
Great.
Walker, didn't you say he was like an elemental or something when we met him before?
El Genasi.
Air Genasi.
And does
Oh,
the rest
great.
of the group know that?
Yeah, they were able to
Oh,
tell.
okay.
He wasn't hiding it. He
Gotcha.
had his little white wispy wind-like hair flowing in the wind.
Right.
Avok's going to point at Malcolm. Malcolm, right?
Yeah.
What do you know about this spell he's casting? Anything specific?
Well, it's from the 6th circle. That means he's twice my power level. And
Shit.
it's
Oh.
clerical in nature.
Clerical.
Divine, I mean. Probably a cleric. He might be a druid, but it's a stretch.
I mean,
It might
anything
not
specific
even be
about
his
this
spell. He might have a scroll or some form of augmented casting. There's no telling.
I mean, do we know what this spell does? Do we have to worry about lightning bolts coming out of nowhere?
Right then,
Oh shit.
you all hear
Uh.
the clap of thunder, and see
Never mind.
and
You had to say something, didn't you?
and you see a flash of light in the distance.
Well,
How
never
does it feel to see
mind.
lightning again?
You know what? Actually, kind of soothing.
Lucky.
Sorry, you see a flash of light and then a clap of thunder. My mistake.
Lightning, very frightening.
Well,
This is
perhaps,
gonna-
for all we know, perhaps the place was in a drought. Maybe he's irrigating.
You guys sure know how to make a guy feel welcome.
We can ask him that when we find him. And Avok,
Yeah.
this is our Platinum Watch hospitality. I don't imagine you'd have it any other way.
Oh fuck no.
Wait, Platinum Watch has hospitality?
I know, shocking.
Better than
I
the
mean,
ones
you've
we
met
gave
Janice,
in
right?
prison.
Yeah.
Met's a strong word.
Wait, is that the high elf?
Yeah. We poked him.
Oh,
a lot.
okay. That's one of the many people I thought was my dad. Got it.
You poor boy.
Avok take his hand goes through. Shit. Okay. Now, I am your father.
Don't taunt the
No?
poor boy.
I'm fucked with you. Yeah. Okay.
No?
Trapet
Me
just
too,
face
Rando.
palming and shaking his head.
I think my dad's a high elf because, you know, hair and stuff.
He points to his hair and eyes as he says this.
Yeah.
And I'm
So-
bald as fuck.
At this point, Maxine begins to descend the stairs and joins the rest of you.
All right. The fuck is going on?
You heard me tell you upstairs.
I...
The fortune teller is in the sky.
Right. Okay.
It rain.
Yep. Okay.
Wait,
I
he's
just wanted
in
to
the
make
sky?
sure.
He was in the sky, flying in the storm.
How high up?
Well, not sure, but he was within 2 miles. And at that point, Malcolm casts minor illusion to create like a 5-foot illusion of the storm on top of the table.
You make like a
Oh,
diagram.
Shit, we got holograms.
We see it zoom in, and we see his face exactly,
cool.
and like all of the stuff around him, and like the way he, and then like he starts explaining the story of how he happened, and he goes, "I looked out there, I cast Identify, I realized what the spell was, I saw his face, and he looked back at me." And like the head turns in the illusion, and it looks at everybody in the party, right?
Look attacks.
Oh.
You attack a table.
Sorry. If I was to cast minor illusion just to give the guy a mustache.
Malcolm sighs before like dispelling the illusion, slapping a map of the city down on the table, and then creating a new one. And all of the little building markers on the map that are supposed to be buildings and where they are actually rise up out of the table as part of the illusion. And we see like a 3D model of the town as
You
best
know, I missed
Malcolm could
this.
visualize it from the
I
eagle that
love
was flying
magic.
up in the sky.
This is kind of incredible, Malcolm.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you
He's
have a
gonna, like,
wizard
stick
back
his
now.
hand
Look, we're in
through
this
it.
building right here at the inn, and he points
Right.
there. And he says, "We already searched these areas yesterday for magical activity and had no positive results. But we don't have the time to do the whole song and dance this time around. We got to get out there, and if we see anything immediately, we break into the building and we pull everybody out."
Avok, you said that there was activity in the catacombs, cultists bringing stuff in there.
Yeah. They were walking through the area where I have 50 yards. I can't escape that because I was bound to my badge.
Yeah, you were cutting in and out
But
for
they
me.
will walk through my
You're cutting out there, buddy.
Damn it.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, I have a set range of where I can travel, but
Right.
yeah, they were coming through my space.
Do you want to saw such there?
I mean, my team went down there for a relic back in the day. I know the way down that we took there. Might be
So
a
are
good
we
place.
going after the fortune teller, or are we going down into the catacombs?
Well,
get to
the
the fortune
catacombs
teller?
seem to be the most logical place for them to hold the ceremony. It has good coverage from the storm, and if they go down deep enough, they can barricade it pretty hard, making anybody like us... Well, you get the point.
We
Yeah.
could break up into 2 teams and
No.
No.
That's
Kid,
Brando. Listen.
30 years
Avok
experience.
grabs him. "This is how I died! Never split the party!"
Walker, just
To be
for a
fair.
sense of scale, how far away would the bottom of the catacombs be from where I'm standing? Would it be within 1,000 feet, you say?
My question to you then is, yesterday when you were all walking around town, did you go into the catacombs to the very lowest point?
No.
Then you have no fucking idea.
Did Ava?
Well,
Yeah,
is it
Avok can
Is
relay.
it reasonable to think that the catacombs of an average city do not go down more than 1,000 feet? I mean, it's built into a Tarrasque, so I'm sure there's like
It's
an Underdark down there.
It's
But
the Boneyard is exceptionally expansive and deep. Its catacombs run for a rough 1.5 miles outside the city and town proper.
I mean, it's called the Boneyard for a reason, guys.
It
Avok,
is
can you tell us
huge.
anything about the catacombs?
The point that I'll say this: the point that Avok investigated would be the quickest access into the catacombs, and it is where a majority of like the reliquaries and chambers for Like, if he went down there for a relic, that would most likely be an area of high magical concentration. So you can assume that area would be perfect for ritual casting if there was something to go on there.
Like
Well,
ley
that
lines. Ley lines run deep in that area, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like good enough reason for me.
I mean, my team's Arcanist Logan. He talked all about ley lines when we were down there. I don't know shit about that, so I'm just going with what he said.
If the ley lines are strong and it was close to where you died, it's reasonable to think the cult is still operating out of that area. It's the best shot
Hey,
we
can
got.
find your body.
Oh, sweet.
Alright, well, that settles it. Come on.
Right. Quick question, Avok. Do you mind
Yeah.
if I throw your body into the bag of holding?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
By the way, we got golden armor that we got from this guy on our way here. You want it?
I don't really use armor. I mean, I
Sure.
can really don it. I can don it in case of emergency.
I mean, it's your call. It's nice armor. It's not like amazing armor. Not like.
Yeah, it's kind of gaudy, to be honest.
Hey, I wear my
It's
scores
a
with
bit
pride.
gaudy, you know. I think that most people have a bit more class than to cover themselves head to toe in gold. But that's
Don't worry about the armor. I'll be fine.
all right. Whatever.
Anyway, with this concluded, do you all decide to leave the inn itself, the inn proper?
Yep.
As you all,
Yeah.
I'm going to genie my way into my badge.
all right, you're gonna genie your way into badges. And at this point, as he genies his way into his badge, Trapet, since you're wearing the badge on you, you just kind of hear Avok's disembodied voice, kind of over your shoulder, just say, you know, "All right, looks like I'm riding shotgun." But it's like super warbly. It's like it's you kind of make out the rough gist of that.
I have a
I'm-
question
I'm-
for you, Avok. Can you take
Yeah.
reading material in there with you?
Oh, I wish.
and
I wanted an
and
audiobook.
and that one was clear as day. You're just like the frustration carried it.
I mean,
just
3
gonna-
years of nothing.
I ran out of. I was
Yeah,
so bored.
yeah. You're
So-
Boy.
Avok
what
is
you're
still
saying is
fine. Sorry, Avok is still fine tuning his audio projection from his we'll call it anchor. He's still
Yeah.
fine tuning the audio projection from the anchor.
I'm just going to hang in here until we get out of town. Don't want to spook the locals.
Cool.
I have his badge on the inside of my vest.
Mhm.
But
Just so you can flash it.
more so like I'm make sure it doesn't get knocked off in battle or something.
That's actually a
Good
smart plan. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, since my code's reversible, I'm wearing the dark side out.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yes, fashion.
Also, to not have like the friggin' bright red shit.
Yeah. No, I'm wearing the blue.
What are you talking about? By the way, it's great for a stealth mission.
Oh, you're wearing the blue.
Are we
Okay.
planning on coming back here or what?
I mean, probably not.
Wheels around. Innkeeper, cancel my rooms. You only paid for the one night.
Excellent.
I know. I just need to know. I'll be right back, okay? You guys
I
head
don't
out. I'll
want
be
the
right
maid
out
fighting me again. Can we
Just-
go?
there.
It's not the
go,
same
go.
fucking place. Okay, whatever.
Fuck
Just
out. Go.
Maxine,
I'll be right back.
you leave and do your thing. While the rest of you step outside, and already as the rain is just coming down in sheets, you all find yourselves in about half an inch of standing water.
Son of a bitch.
So,
Yeah.
are we going to talk to this fellow, or are we going down to the catacomb?
We're going down to the catacombs. I think we all agreed on that, yeah?
You're not there. You were getting something.
Oh, shit. True. Point. Never mind.
No, because
Yeah, meet us back down at the catacombs.
Hey, we need to
Malcolm
call
shouts
in
over the storm as best he can.
Merrick uses the earrings to talk, so he doesn't need to shout over the storm. Yeah, I think we should just go.
Smart.
I think we should just head to the catacombs. But I'm not comfortable letting Maxine roam off on her own. So
I'm just picking something up from. Piss off! I'll be out in like 5 minutes.
Merrick, you
The
take
fuck?
the team. I'll wait with her.
So at this point,
I'll be honest.
would
if
you all like to ask Avok where you actually get into the catacombs?
Red's
Probably.
No, I'm back. I'm back.
okay. He's back.
Does he remember?
I mean, I think I remember that part. Do you remember that part?
As you say, I think I remember, you watch a flash of lightning come down in the main walled sections of the city to the north, and you hear a loud, like even from here, a loud booming crack. And Avok, you recognize the location as being close to where you all got into the catacombs, because you all entered from the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Alright, good news and bad news. Good news is, I remember. Bad news, it's that way.
Okay, sounds like fun.
We entered through the Temple of the Raven Queen.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, great.
Disgusting old relic of the Fourth Age.
Yeah.
Gods or temples?
The Raven Queen. She's an idol from the Fourth Age that has no real stake in godhood and is a false prophet.
You're talking to someone who's not very well versed in religion. The only guy I know is Pelor, to be honest.
Well, he was a decent god for a while.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get going!
Right.
Malcolm,
Okay.
can I give you some advice from an old timer? Be careful
What's up?
who you trash talk, because the gods sometimes listen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
all
well
of us.
aware.
I just realized.
Even a weak god can still cause some damage.
I just escaped those fucking caves. And now my first mission is to go right back in. Here, the adventuring heroes.
Okay, one of you with dog vision take point. I'll be right behind you.
I can see everything.
Yeah, he can see everything, so can Trapet and Rando. You're literally traveling with, like, the Vision
Yeah.
Squad. You're literally, like, the
I'm the only one who
You're
can't see.
you're the nearsighted kid on the field trip.
Once we get into the catacombs, Avok's probably going to take points since he's been down here before.
Don't
All
you
right.
know too?
So, you want to lead us?
You got it.
And I'll go ahead and move your 4 characters.
Ah, thank you, DM.
All right, Maxine, what are you doing?
I'm gonna quickly pick up, go over to the maid and pick up, what she was cleaning for me.
Cool.
So, I think Malcolm
It's a bully.
walks in on Maxine picking up whatever that item is being cleaned, and before he even notices what that is, he walks into the room and he goes, "Maxine, listen, we can't wait around. What are we trying to? What is he?"
I'm just picking some. Fuck off! Alright, literally, let's go. I'm ready. I just needed to pick something up, okay?
Does Malcolm see what that thing is? If he walks in on you putting it away.
Yeah, she's holding a green dress.
Maxine,
Fucking knew
is
it.
that a? Are you holding?
It's one of my
are you
nightgowns!
holding-
Why do you have a problem with one of my night? Why are we arguing about this?
Because we needed to leave 5 minutes ago and the
And
team's
because
already
I didn't
gone.
want to
Go.
leave? Do you know how many pairs of clothing I have with me on this trip? Do you know how fucking disgusting it is staying in the same clothes like all the time? I just wanted to have a change of clothing.
I feel like at this
Really?
point,
I don't-
Malcolm like cocks an eyebrow at you because he's been wearing the same goddamn pair of clothes the whole trip.
That is a problem. That right there. Problem.
I can cast prestidigitation and they're
Which is
clean
like-
within a minute.
Yeah. That's like spraying perfume over your disgusting body.
It's equivalent to showering. It's just
It's
magical.
Not.
It
It's not.
is.
For someone who's been in close quarters with you for a very long ass time, I can promise you, Malcolm, it's not.
Well, we need to go. Come on.
Okay, well I'm ready to go. You're the one having an argument with me.
Malcolm,
You both go.
Yeah, Malcolm pushes past her towards the door.
Fuck off.
Maybe not laying hands on her, but
Fuck off.
but obviously like walking in a way where he expects her to move, or he will shoulder check her.
Oh,
know what I
fucking
mean?
bring it on, motherfucker.
Just
Yeah.
moving past this.
Fucking.
It takes you a ridiculously like the two of you a ridiculously long time because Malcolm's the only one really with dark vision, and he's kind of.
No, Maxine has those goggles.
Oh yeah, she's got goggles at night. So you
Can I
burn a
put 'em
charge.
on?
Yeah, you burn a charge. It takes you all a while to get to the Temple of the Raven Queen. You see Merrick watching outside. As you all enter in with him, you see Trapet and Rando kind of casing the room, with Avok kind of like wandering around absent-mindedly, just like sifting through stuff, just going like, nope, nope, nope. Almost as if
Are
he's
we
looking.
down there yet?
Yeah, as he's looking for the entrance. And I'll go ahead and move y'all because I actually have this shit brought up. Bam.
Nice.
Yay.
Holy hell.
Oh boy, underground.
You're not underground yet.
We're
We're in
just.
closed spaces, that's all I know.
I think
Okay,
when
we
Malcolm walks in and he sees the big fucking statue of the Raven Queen right at the top, he looks up at it, a look of disgust washes over his face, and he like spits on the ground. He goes,
Malcolm!
fucking...
Mary just sighs.
Well. First off, not a statue of the Raven Queen. That's a statue of the champion who founded the Boneyard,
Oof.
the paladin who founded the Boneyard.
You spit at the wrong person.
Instead, in a very kind of humble fashion, before the statue, there's a small little shrine with a singular kind of like totem inside of it for the Raven Queen. It's a singular carved raven totem with instead of like a raven's face and beak, it's just a singular white porcelain mask with a woman's face on it.
I think Malcolm
check
looks
this
up at the
out.
statue then as like an alternative, and he goes, they really idolize their heroes around here, huh? And then his eyes gaze down. He sees the small totem of the Raven Queen. He has the look of disgust. He spits on the ground.
I want to go look at it.
Has anything changed since Avok's been here?
Hold on.
Okay.
Maxine's just gonna roll her eyes.
Okay.
Because that's...
What?
Oh shit.
What?
Oh.
Is that good or bad? Is that good or bad?
Why do you all a D100?
It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Are you sure about that?
That's me not getting smited right then and there by the Raven Queen for spitting at her idol.
No offense, but I hope so because
Okay,
my last
okay.
comment was I'm gonna look at it.
First off, I don't operate that way. Neither do my gods. Second off, Malcolm,
Oh yeah.
you feel a cold sensation in the pit of your stomach.
Do I?
And as it washes over you, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Yes!
Finally.
Make that charisma saving throw. You
So
are
good.
righteously
Dad!
you
Yeah.
are righteously fucked. You
What?
find
Righteously fucked.
you find as it washes over you, you kind of feel the sensation creep across your entire body, and it's just the most sickening feeling you've ever felt. It's like worms are crawling inside of your very skin. And as it kind of like washes over your skin, it kind of creeps up to your brain and kind of washes over that, and it feels like your brain has been immersed in cold salt water. And as you kind of like kind of shake and shiver and kind of like reset, you look at the statue and you still kind of feel that sensation of disgust. But as you open your mouth, you say, "Man, I sure do love the Raven Queen," and then you just kind of like you kind of like clap your hand over your like your hands over your mouth, like, "Why the fuck did I just say that?"
Mary's head just sort of snaps over
Oh,
to
you
Malcolm.
fucking whore.
And as you
I'll kill you myself in the afterlife.
as you say it, "You fucking whore," you go, "Horribly great, I mean."
Okay.
You have now been cursed with the inability to say anything bad about the Raven Queen.
Yes!
Oh my god, he can only speak nice?
About the Raven Queen. About the Raven Queen. Let me preface that.
Oh, dang.
About the Raven Queen.
Okay,
Malcolm
dang it.
laughing profusely.
Can I detect that this happened just because of how odd he's acting?
You're watching this happen. This is
We're
just...
watching this,
We
dude.
know
I know,
Malcolm
but
well
I
enough to
make
know
sure
this is
it's
out of
a joke
character.
or whatever.
If you want to like get the specifics on it, you can
Lovely cunt. nicely about her.
You can roll a religion check to.
woman.
So Trapet, yeah, you can roll a religion check to see if you recognize that.
Ghetto 19.
Ghetto 19? Yeah, you absolutely know this is just what happened, because as you do,
Leave it. Leave it.
as you do, you kind
not
of,
gonna-
as you kind of like look over this, you look around the room and you've noticed that the torchlight has dimmed in the area. On top of that, you see that the from the distance with your dark vision, you see the porcelain figure of the Raven Queen's idol has a slight smile.
I'm just gonna look towards it and give a thumbs up.
I think Malcolm is so fucking frustrated that he can't speak negatively about the Raven Queen right now that he goes up to the fucking crate
No.
and just and he
No!
fucking smashes it.
I wanted to
The
examine this thing.
Merrick
you're
stops
okay,
him.
hold on. You're smashing what?
The crate that's like 2 feet in front of him. He's gonna walk up
Oh,
to
the
it. and
crate.
smash it.
Oh, the crate, not the
Crate.
shrine. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You smash the crate. Like the moldy kind of wood on the top crumples beneath your fist. And inside you find like just some nice satchels of spice
Oh hey.
and,
Nice job, Malcolm.
and seasoning.
Look
Ah,
at
He
Mom.
hears
Look at that
Rando
now,
saying,
huh?
"Nice job, Malcolm," and he goes, "Shut up!" And he fucking like turns around and he fucking stomps off towards the fucking idol and he goes, "Where's the fucking entrance?"
Oh.
Someone pissed in his cereal.
Hey, I'm
this morning.
working on it.
Merrick's also.
Didn't
Merrick's
mean to
going up
yell.
here to investigate.
Merrick's gonna go up to the coffin.
Yeah, just he's curious as to what this might be.
Okay.
All right. Roll a perception check. Just well, actually, you're looking over the coffin, so roll an investigation. Sorry. So just take the roll you got and add your investigation modifier.
Investigation? Not very good. That's an 11.
You look
Okay,
over it
12.
and you can discern it is a coffin for not for the hero, but it says on the inscription is kind of like cracked and crumbled with time, and you see like the coffin lid as you can see has kind of been wrenched off and cracked in half almost. It's a very jagged crack, but you can make out the word squire at the end of it. Like you can't really read the inscription; it's just completely destroyed.
Is the coffin like in the picture cracked open or is it sealed?
It's cracked open. The half you're standing closest to is just like still even kilt with the casing, whereas the other half is just like caved into the coffin itself.
Okay, so I can't really peer inside.
I mean, you can. I can't guarantee you'll see anything.
Merrick takes a look inside.
All right.
Oh no!
All right.
Well,
Merrick.
I think you're probably screwed.
Merrick. Question:
Yes.
Does a 16 hit?
My armor?
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right.
Whatever it is, I just want to quickly preface it by saying my armor is necrotic resistance.
Okay. Fair enough.
Merrick, my sweet summer child.
Hey, you okay over there?
I'll be
mean, if-
fine.
If Avok knew about any traps, he probably would have mentioned it.
I don't think you knew about that.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right, and as much as I'd love to do one more for the road, I'll leave it as that because that was spectacular. Merrick, as you lean in, you see a pale reddish tail with a blade on the end of it lash out from beneath the coffin and slash across your face, doing let's see, their dexterity mod is oh, so okay, yeah, it's a okay, so that's a 5 plus 6 points of poison damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's saving throw. Con plus 3, so that's 16 total.
You're fine.
Oh.
It lashes out across you, and you kind of feel like a sickening presence wash over you, but you just like you're braced for battle at this point. As you do, you watch as a pair of palish red female in shape legs kind of shoot out from the bottom of the coffin, reach over the casing, and lift this full tiefling female body out as two short swords slash out across your chest, dealing that is 11 points of damage. So in addition to the 5 and the 6 and the... Yeah, so that's 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 5. So that's 10, 12, 22?
22 total?
22 total.
You good, bro?
Okay.
I
Hold on.
think he's dying, guys.
Let me do some quick math. 22.
He's fine. Don't worry.
You want me to do it? I can.
Yeah, no, I got. Yeah. I mean, I'm hurt, but I'm pissed.
Fair enough.
What the fuck?
Hold on, let me. Sorry, wrong layer.
I'm going to.
Blamph. As you watch this figure, kind of like very, kind of. The best way I could describe this is lively and seductively, kind of step off this coffin, like where they do the little like leg cross thing where they uncross their legs and step down.
It's a succubus.
And they kind of like as they're
tiefling.
they're walking across, they kind of like again cross their legs, take a step, cross their legs, take a step, cross their legs, take a step. So it's kind of like the very sassy walk, and they just look at you and they go,
Yeah.
"Well, well, well. The master told me there would be intruders coming for our secrets, but I didn't expect Platinum Watch, and I certainly didn't expect a pack of ingrates after we sent the last group running with their tails between their legs."
I'd like to renegade
draw my
interrupt and
sword.
cast Scorching Ray on her face.
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast.
Walking.
I would like to
Guys,
haste.
Guys, can we just like talk this out for once?
No!
That is fine and dandy, but she had the surprise round. The rest of y'all are gonna have to roll initiative.
Alright, let's do this, boys!
Guys, can we just
Oh, nice.
As this is
can
happening,
we just
I'm
talk it out for once?
No. Absolutely not.
at
She
a
just
23.
freaking stabbed Merrick. What do you
Okay,
think?
but-
I lean over
There's
to
just a
Avok.
misunderstanding. Come on.
Twins for the win.
You. I lean over to Avok and whisper, "So, do you think she's single?"
She's insulted Platinum Watch. She dies here.
Jesus.
Malcolm, you need to
Oh,
roll
We got
your...
3 people that got 19.
Merrick, you need to roll your initiative. Or Malcolm, sorry.
I did. It's 19.
I know.
Yeah, just a second. I'm trying to find the button on the sheet.
It's in core stats.
We got so many 19s. I'm so
I
proud
keep
of y'all.
fucking accidentally closing it. Hold on.
I know, I'm actually doing good for once compared to, last time.
We don't talk about last time.
Okay, I'm gonna turn push to talk off now, and that should help me not keep closing the game.
And then we're gonna sort.
Where the hell is my... There it is.
Good God, so many 19s.
No, I need to select my token.
All the 19s.
This person got their one hit in, and then they're just gonna get royally fucked.
She
Yep.
really is.
I mean, again, as they said, is she single?
That's what I'm saying.
This is gonna be fun.
I rolled poorly.
Can we just like?
I mean, you're still ahead of
You've
her.
asked that 3 times.
Yeah, no, seriously. At this point, talking is over. She is going to assassinate you.
Oh, she's
That'd be
snake
nice.
attacked me.
Oh right! I have to roll that damage. Thanks, dude.
Oh,
Brother!
she's a
Merrick,
rogue.
no!
Got it. She rogue.
So that is let's
I'm a
see,
fucking rogue too.
10 additional points of damage.
Okay. Merrick is super pissed.
She like she whiffs you with the tail, and you're just like, it's like blood comes like out of your mouth. That was some exceptionally strong poison, my dude.
Hey, Merrick, you okay over there?
Merrick tears the bandages off of his arm.
Oh.
When I'm done with you,
Buddy?
you go ahead. You're just gonna be a scar for memory. All that's gonna be left of you.
Alright.
Merrick, as you say this and are just like projecting lividly, I need you to roll a deception. I need everyone else to roll insight.
Deception.
Yeah, roll a deception.
Dude, she's gonna freaking destroy us.
Insights?
And everybody post your stats.
Okay.
Deception +1.
15.
My insights is 10.
That's a 9.
Oh, so this is going to be easy for everyone to find out.
Oh, sick.
So you said yours was a 10, Trap?
Yeah.
Alright.
For insight.
And, okay. So, as you say this, Merrick, you did ask what happened, so I'm going to let you know. As you say this and put on this big show, you definitely remember how anger and hatred feel, but for the life of you, you can't bring yourself to feel that towards this person.
Oh no. Oh no.
In fact, you
Oh no.
can't feel anger or rage at all.
Oh no.
Rando.
And the rest of you realize this. Trapet, you're up.
You can't even get mad at me.
He can't even get mad either! He realizes that he should be, but he just can't be.
I'm sorry.
No, this is funny.
Are you sad, Wolf?
Avok, having no idea about your personalities yet, just goes, man, that's a calm dude.
That is one chill dude. I need to hit him up about that halfling herb.
Because he's got like stabbed 3 times and he doesn't care. I mean, wow, that's
perfectly
I
fine.
promise
That's
you,
impressive.
He's tough.
he's not like that usually, trust me.
Malcolm kind of like bites his thumb, just, damn, I can't even get that level of edginess. No, I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. But for real though,
Yeah.
Trapet, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to target her with Scorching Ray.
Solid, my dude.
Alright.
Roll me some. Wait, is it 3 separate attacks or what? It's 3 separate attacks. So,
Yeah, 3 7 attacks.
or wait, does Scorching Ray have 3 or 4?
3.
3. Okay, roll 3.
If I cast it at a higher level slot, which I'm not going to do, it could be, but...
All right, roll 3.
Oh, shit. Hold on, let me see. What's my modifier for spell attacks again? Sorry, I'm using the online spell sheet.
That's
I
fine.
haven't... Just trying to figure out where's my...
Your
spell
modifier would
attack
be spell attack modifier. It's your proficiency plus charisma, so that would be like what, 8? Hold on, what's your
I think
charisma? It's
7.
7. Yeah, 7. 7. 7. 7.
Yeah. Alright, so we have a 17, a
That hits.
16,
That hits.
and a 20.
That hits. Roll for damage. This is gonna be a very short-lived fight.
As Trapet launches these, he just shakes his head. You had to attack one of the ones I actually like. And then just launches all 3 of them at her.
Okay.
Dealing... And what's the damage I add to it again? Sorry, I'm derping hard today.
You just add your +4, so that'd be a +4 for.
Okay. Alright.
I haven't done it as a +4 for each ray, so I think I'm just gonna do it as a +4 overall.
Okay, in the past, I thought we were doing a +4 for each ray.
Oh, were we? Okay, then that
Yeah.
+4 for each ray.
Because each one's a separate, counts as a separate attack roll.
All right, so just read me the damage for each one.
Alright, so the first one's going to do 13.
Okay.
Second one's going to do 10,
Mhm.
and the last one's going to do 11.
So 13, 10, 11.
Yeah.
I apologize about that. That was my upstairs neighbors. All right. So as they strike her, you watch as it washes over her infernal skin, and just her you see the hue of her skin kind of light up, almost as the magic makes contact, and you see the damage kind of sizzle off, but it still leaves some degree of a burn on her.
So she has resistance.
She is a tiefling.
Yeah.
Yo.
So that was action numero uno. What you gonna be doing for action numero dos? And your bonus action.
I'm gonna do another spell. I am going to use Ice Knife.
Word.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice.
Alright, let me pull the spell real quick. I'm gonna grab
It's
it.
a ranged attack and then a dexterity save.
Yes, she is.
This could be nothing left for the rest of us.
Assuming she dies.
Jeez, I might not even get my turn.
I
Okay,
mean,
it's a ranged
technically,
attack.
all three of us go at the same time.
Yeah, but I'm actually gonna like try and do some Healy stuff.
I'm assuming a 16 hits.
Yep.
I mean-
Alright.
I was also planning to do Healy stuff, so.
And that's
I go
a.
first, so don't worry, I got this.
It's a
I
D-
can,
Alright.
Ice knife
I
is
can do
a.
damage and heal at the same time.
Ice knife's a D10 piercing, and then the shrapnel is.
2d6.
Yep.
Alright, the D10 does 9.
All right. So that's 9.
And the I don't. Yeah, it's just a straight 2d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that'd be. Yeah, it would just be 9.
Okay.
9.
So 9 and the 2d6 was another 9.
Yeah.
Oh, right. 'Cause she has to make a dexterity saving throw. Duh.
Yeah.
On the shrapnel. Yeah, that fucking. It would be half damage, so. Roll it.
But she's weak to daggers, so it's critical damage.
Wait, what?
No,
Nice
I'm kidding.
kidding.
Jokes.
Roll what, Walker?
2d6 for damage.
Another one?
Oh, what was the first one?
9.
Oh, right, because it's a 9 piercing and 9.
9 and then yeah, d6 to 9.
Okay. As you watch the ice knife kind of slash into her side as you throw it, as it explodes, you watch almost instantly as the ice disintegrates in her presence. It just melts into water and splashes across the floor. So, what is your bonus action?
Let me see what I got. Did our bonus action.
If you want to use it, you can save it, of course.
Yeah, I might end up saving mine. Hold on, give me just one sec.
All right.
Actually, could withdrawing my bow count as my bonus action?
Yes.
The bow I never use.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ready my bow.
Okay.
Literally never used.
And it's Merrick's turn, but first, you see her produce a small green orb, and she is going to use a legendary action.
Oh shit!
Just get what now?
Wait. Who's that targeting?
All right. Okie dokes.
Walker, if she's using a spell that requires attack roll, I'd like to do something special. I don't know what she's doing, so I'm just letting you know before the dice roll.
Okay. I mean, it's a legendary action, so it just means that they kind of do their shiz.
I know, I just want to say that I would like, if it's something I can affect, I want a bonus reaction to do Blood Maledict. If that's something I can do, I don't know.
Which blood maledict?
Spell Thunder, if it's a spell that requires an attack.
It's not a spell.
Okay. I didn't know, so I just wanted to be sure.
All right. She hurls this green orb directly at Avok.
Oh no!
Well, that's rude.
Our perfect ghosty boy, no.
I'm right behind Avok, so if it goes through him, it's gonna hit me.
Ooh, that's
And that's a critical
gonna hit.
fail, which means that it lands within 5 feet of her original destination. So let's roll a d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's right by Maxine. So the only people affected by this will be Maxine, Malcolm, and Rando. Cause I
What?
guess Trapet's outside is in 15 feet
What?
too. Yeah. So
Damn.
all right.
Do I get a save?
Shit.
Yeah, that was the next follow up. Is I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
What kind?
Type?
What kind?
Constitution.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Oh, the
I'm
one
not
thing
good
I'm.
at
Oh wait, no, I'm good
Constitution.
at that.
Shit.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Malcolm.
Yes, Matt. Yes,
Lucky.
Matt.
Right as you give up
Yes,
resilience
queen.
to.
Listen.
Right as you give
Oh,
up resilience to.
Yeah, right as I give up resilience.
Nice.
Well, it would have
Brandon.
only been 17 compared
Why'd
to that
everyone get
15.
high numbers?
Because I rolled
I
a
don't know,
17.
because it's called fate.
As a ghost, do you need to make those
Change your
rolls?
fate.
Oh wait. Okay. So yours was a 16 plus
I
4.
added.
Get the
Yours.
feet luck then, my dude.
All right.
There we go.
Well,
Sorry,
I mean-
18.
It's okay. So it's a 12 plus 6.
Yeah, I miscounted.
All right.
Yeah, it's 18. I wrote the right number down.
Oh right, because you're a sorcerer. I forgot sorcerers get like Constitution. Shit. Damn.
Damn.
Avok.
son.
Avok.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
I have
legit.
legitimate question.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Do you require? Does your spectral form require you to breathe?
Wait,
Let me.
what?
I'm looking at that right now.
First legitimate. Does
No,
it
he's
require?
not corporeal. He doesn't draw breath.
Nope.
He's not alive.
Then you
Nope.
don't even need to make a saving throw.
Oh, if this is
Fuck yeah.
poison, I'm actually immune to the poison condition.
Yeah, poison isn't real to you.
Yeah.
Oh, and well, no, I think poison's still real to me. Never.
Yeah,
mind.
no, you're immune to magic. You're immune to disease from your
Oh, I
paladin.
I was talking about the ghost. Nothing is real to that ghost. He's just busy fucking around in the ethereal right now.
I
I put up my hands to God for me, like, oh no, but then I goes, oh wait, I'm fucking fine.
You don't have a nose. You're Krillin.
Man.
Oh boy.
let's see. All right.
Well, I'm fucked. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You'll be fine. And if
Uh,
you're not
so-
fine, I'll fix you.
Look at those numbers.
So-
Does those look fine?
Malcolm, Rando, and Trapet. You take 26 points of damage, all of you.
Oh shit!
And Bread, you take 13.
Damn. What was the save throw on that?
18. Oh, wait, then you would have succeeded. Yeah, so 13.
I was about to say.
13. Yeah, sorry. You take 13, Maxine takes 13, Rando takes 26. In addition,
Take all of it. Oh boy. Oh boy. 8 health. Let's go.
8 health.
8 health.
Wait.
yes.
Arcane Deflection. As a reaction, if I fail the Constitution saving throw, I get a +4 bonus to the saving throw. After I do so, I can't cast spells other than cantrips until the end of my
Okay,
next
that's
turn.
still a 17. That's still not an 18.
It's still not. Oh, it was 18?
Yep.
Yeah, never mind. Then I don't do that.
On that note, Rando and Malcolm.
Eric.
Merrick.
I was gonna say Rando and Malcolm because this it's not over yet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Rando and Malcolm, you are both paralyzed for 1 turn.
Fuck! I was gonna do some healing shit.
So for one, so on your next turns, you all will be unable to act. So Merrick, it is your turn.
Can I get a wheelchair, please?
Okay, so if Merrick could still feel anger, he'd be seething with rage.
You just look back as all your friends are
I'm
like.
sorry.
You all look back as all your friends have just been hit by
it
this
wasn't me.
poison cloud.
So-
Maxine and the rest are just kind of coughing, and you're just kind of and like inside of you, you're just like, I know I should be upset, but meh.
As I draw my sword, I draw a bit too close to my neck, and I would like to use Crimson Light Rod of Storms.
All right, you can do that.
So that's 6 health, or do I have to roll the Crimson Light die?
If you're using the full 6, I'll allow it.
I just don't know if I just subtract 6 or roll the die.
Let's check the character sheet, because the character sheet
It doesn't actually say in the sheet. It just says you take away an equal amount from your Crimson Knight die. It doesn't say if I rolled it or not.
So if it's a d6 of damage, if the way we've been doing it is, if I remember correctly, you've been just already subtracting 6 from your hit points.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot. So yeah, I lose 6 hit points, and I'd like to run up to this bitch and attack her with my long sword, using it with both hands. Wait, no, one-handed.
All right, two-handed longsword, one-handed longsword swing, and you use your bonus action for boosts of haste.
No, not to boost of haste, to Crimson Knight.
Okay, so you use Crimson Knight instead. Okay, so you have 2 attack actions this turn. So,
Okay.
Fire away.
Okay, yeah. 14 plus 7 is numbers 21.
That hits.
Booyah!
Yay!
So that is
I was-
1d8 plus 1d6. Sorry, 1d8 plus your strength plus 1d6.
1d8 plus strength. 4, so 5. Roll the 1 on my d8.
All right.
Plus
She takes 5.
No, actually, plus 2 because I have duelist as a fighting style. So
Isn't-
7.
Okay.
And 6 on the Crimson Knight die, so that's 6 points of lightning damage.
All right.
I wouldn't.
I thought
shield
duelist
ain't
was for
doing
attacks.
shit
Is it for
me.
damage too?
Isn't it? I thought it was.
I'll check,
Plus
I'll
two,
check.
plus
You
2
guys-
bonus on damage rolls. Yep.
Wah.
So you get 1 more
Okay.
because you have the extra attack feature.
Okay, yeah, that is a natural 17 plus 7, so
24.
hits?
That hits. Roll a d8 plus strength plus 2 plus 1d6.
Oh, that's a lot better of a roll. Okay, so 14, 16 on the normal damage and a 5 on the Crimson Knights.
All right. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Yes!
Please just kill her. I don't care how. Just
I-
kill her.
I want to stab her through the heart and pin her to the altar, and
That's
just
pretty badass.
say, if I could still, yeah, like I said, don't just be a memory on my arm. And I pull it out.
All right. As you run this blade through her chest, cleaving through. Where are you hitting her? Just like
Just through the heart.
so. Straight. What I'm asking is straight or down and up.
Down and up.
As you jam the blade and push it up underneath the rib cage, you feel it scrape slightly as she gets pinned to the altar, and she's like, and she looks directly at you. And with her dying breath, she's gonna whisper something to you.
Mm-hmm.
She leans into you and just goes, "You won't stop what's coming. This plan has been in motion for a while. The master will rise." And she just dies. She leans up, she falls against the altar and just slumps.
We'll kill him too.
She doesn't hear that. She's dead.
Merrick doesn't care. He wants to be angry right now.
All right. At that point, we are out of combat. And I'll
shit,
say,
I'm dead. She killed me.
I need to do some medicine on everybody.
Avok's just like, "Oh no, she killed me." Oh wait, I was already like that.
Wait, no, I'm good.
Eric, come here. We gotta do some healing, buddy.
I
Yeah.
can take care of Merrick. You take care of the others. Don't worry about it.
Merrick,
We got a ghost who's fine.
Merrick takes out his alchemy jug. Like, I can make a health potion if we need it.
Wait, you can do what?
For the best.
That'd be good.
That'd be fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, Merrick is just going to take out the jug. Health potion, superior, preferably.
All right.
Do you have fucking crazy straws?
I just need.
That was the best fucking question.
And Merrick is just gonna dunk his entire head into the jug.
Look, back in university, we used to chug lyrium potions like medieval frat boys. Let's go.
Okay, so question. You're using superior. You're calling for a superior healing.
If it can do that, I don't know.
No, I'm just asking if that's the level you're requesting.
Maybe not. I mean, that might burn it.
Okay, I'll just ask for like. Can I ask for like level 2 healing potion?
You mean
What
it's
is
like
that,
wasn't it like a
2d6? That ain't
super?
worth it.
Hold on.
Like Guido?
Yeah, Greater's the second level.
Okay.
So I
Look,
think
can
that's
we
what
call
I
in the
have.
cavalry?
I think
Like, we're in over our heads.
Yeah, why the hell hasn't Maxine called HQ yet?
Listen.
We got this, guys.
Maxine,
she was getting her
you gotta
green
call back up.
dress.
Tell them to gate some people in or use teleport circle.
I
That's
was going
fourth.
to. Oh my fucking fight. Jesus Christ.
Guys,
Who?
the communication device was in the green dress.
It was not, first off.
Wait,
Second
green
off,
dress.
you don't even know about the green dress.
All right,
was
that is
Ramsay.
him.
Only Malcolm
Hey,
has
guys,
that tea.
Guys,
That is 3 doses, 1 for 14, 1 for 17, and 1 for 12.
I want the 17.
I mean, maybe give the kid the 17.
I'll take the 12 if you guys really need it. I can just catch myself.
Oh, Rando, sweet boy!
Merrick force feeds him the 17.
Oh, okay.
Merrick.
So I'm assuming you take the first sip and then you just shove the thing in Rando's mouth.
Yeah.
You know what? Malcolm's a
boy,
big boy. He
drink.
takes the 12. Oh shit! No, he was at 22, I think. What was he? He was at 22, so that's plus 12. There
So
we
I guess I'm getting the 17, even though, you know, I was offering to take the 12.
Yeah, you are.
You're the healer.
Yeah,
You're the
we got.
youngest.
Yeah.
You were down to 4 hit points.
And like that, you
Eight,
know,
but yeah.
you're kind of like greater healing potion. You down some yourself. You're like greater healing potion. You shove it in Rando's face. You're like greater healing potion. You give it to Malcolm. You say greater healing potion. You go to hand it Trapet. And you just hear.
Oh. Sorry, Trap. Looks like I used it all up.
Well, at least I'm not dead.
Alright, everybody.
Hey.
Everybody,
Yeah, I
band-aids
made-
all around.
Yep,
made-
alright guys, band-aid for everybody. Alright, let's do this.
I'm fine. Literally, I'm doing great.
You are
I'm
getting
doing
go.
great.
No, Maxine,
Hey,
I'm asking you to top me off.
Captain Maxine, just let me do this.
Take it. He just runs.
I'm
He
gonna
just
make a phone call.
he just runs up to Maxine. Take your band-aid. Slaps a poultice on her face.
Alright, so the
That
first
is
one
smart.
rolling is for Maxine.
Okay, so that's your
Okay.
first medicine check.
That's a nat 20. I will show this.
Nice.
Maxine.
While he's doing this,
You didn't even lose anything, so I'll just put you back at max health. I'm not.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm not even kidding. Like, where the fuck?
Maxine's
We
back at
believe
max
you.
health. Yeah, it's fine. Just fucking.
Dude, you're frozen.
Kill the rest of us too.
Kill the camera and just heal us. Hello?
did he die?
He
I
may
think
have
he
lagged
turned
out.
on webcam and he died.
Yeah, he turned on his webcam.
This is why you don't turn on the webcam.
Yeah,
This is why you-
never turn on webcam. I said I believed you. Put that shit away.
I don't know. if he
Look, man,
was.
I don't want to know what that is. It's a
Anyway.
very disturbing still image.
Put that shit away.
Anyway,
what-
Maxine's gonna phone a friend, take out her compass.
Okay, how far away are you going to make this call?
Yeah, I don't feel like I have to go super far. Like,
Well, if she steps outside, it's in the rain. So
Just.
She's not gonna be
What is that
stepping
noise?
outside.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
She's gonna chill next to this crate here.
You're gonna chill next to some
One
boxes.
X
So
smash.
so
Okay.
You-
so I'm back.
you-
I'm back.
all right.
Internet.
yep. You
Okay, so the first one, nat
Wait.
20. Neat.
All right.
Alright.
Before we get into the rest of those medicine checks, just roll them and post them in chat. Maxine's making her phone call.
Alright,
So I said post them in chat. Just
Yep.
we're doing exposition-y time now.
Yes.
So you pull out your compass and you
These
open
are
it.
not including my not including my modifier here.
Okay.
And then medicine. Oh, so yeah. The smallest one.
Just post. No modifier. I'll ask modifier later. Maxine,
Yeah.
you pull out your compass.
Yep.
Sorry, I was just waiting for anything.
Yeah, I'm opening the compass. I'm gonna make contact with Platinum Watch.
As you open this compass, and this is going to be the best part of my day, I'm going to need you to make an Arcana check.
Arcana, okay.
Because he didn't technically tell you how to activate or use it.
That's a 17 plus 3.
You are so lucky that you were paying attention in Platinum Watch's arcane communications class.
Listen.
So,
I need help. I figure it out.
Because Janus was legitimately so peeved, he did not explain this because people kept fucking with him while he was explaining shit.
Yup.
So
No
you could thank Merrick for that one.
No regrets.
I know there are no regrets.
As you open up the compass and you kind of align the apparatus with where you kind of think for a minute because you have to orient yourself. You align them with where you recognize the towers to be in the kind of general location of the Platinum City, and then you tap the blue crystal in the middle, and it kind of floats out of its little stand and spins around as light shines through the different apparatus, and a small little pulse of blue arcane energy goes out from the device, and then you hear kind of like a kind of fuzzy and faint "Hello? Who is this? Why are you calling this late?"
This is Maxine Oline, and I'm checking in with my mission because we've made exceeding progress. Maxine Eileen.
I heard your name. I have no idea who you are.
Well, who the hell are you?
I'm Janice. I'm Janice, Master Arcanist of the Planet One.
Do you not remember? Look, Mr. Janice. I'm like the worst person to pick to talk to this guy, but whatever. We're here. We found the cultists that y'all sent us here for.
Then why are you calling me? Capture them, execute them.
Back up!
Oh, well, why didn't you say that in the first place?
Because you were like, who the hell are you? And I was like, well, who the hell are you? Because you thought you didn't know. That's besides the point. We need
Maxine, calm down. He's an asshole.
Is that Janice? Put me on with him. He loves me.
Oh, fuck no.
Are there multiple people on this line?
Oh,
No,
shit.
I'm sorry. That's my ring picking up our signal.
Janice is... He's still alive? Oh, fuck.
That's our my earring catching the signal. Look. Either way, Janice, we're here. We found the cultists. We need backup. We are well in over our head.
All right, I can see who we've got in the field and nearby to deploy to your location. Expect reinforcements within... and you hear him, like, legitimately moving shit off his desk. You hear, like, the thump of crates and parchment. You hear him, like, moving all these crystals and apparatus. And, like, the grinding of metal.
I think Malcolm's been sort of listening in, so at this point he gets closer to Maxine
No,
and he starts
fuck off. No.
he starts whispering in her ear. He says, "If he doesn't gate somebody in right now, it's not good enough."
And he's like, he's got, you hear him thunk a large crystal down on what sounds like a metal encasing. And he's like, 4 in the goddamn... What time is it? 8? Shit! And you hear him move things. He's like, "Forgot my tea break." And you see him and you hear him actually pulling levers and moving a few things into place. Like you hear the crystal lens kind of scrape up against a wall. He's like, "No, get back here." Right. We have 5 teams in your immediate vicinity. They're all about 4 hours out. Well, closest one's 4 hours out. They're about, it's a team of 3. And as for...
Team of 3, what?
Best available for magical porting in, I've got 1 unit. And I mean that as 1 single unit.
Is Logan still alive? Well, growing.
He's just like, someone's talking. Shut them up.
Hey, Avok, shut it.
And you hear Avok, like, Janice actually for the first time stop grumbling and get quiet, and you hear him like almost kind of like muttering under his breath, and he's like, later. And you hear him moving a few things. He's like, currently they're on deployment in Varianus, so I can get a contact out to them. It'll take some time, about an hour, and then they'll be able to teleport to your location, assuming that there's not any weird interference going on in your area, is it? Nothing like, storms?
There's a big-ass storm outside, caused by a fucking fortune Don't, Malcolm. I know what you're... Don't.
Can I just explain the spell to him? I know it. We can talk wizard to wizard.
And you hear him shriek, "You think you know more arcane wizardry than me?"
No, sir. I'm just saying I'm a wizard and you are too. We can speak each other's language.
Well, I'm letting you know that the current I'm reading some current interference in your area from a disruption, most likely related to either arcane, divine, natural magics. It won't be hard to port him in. I just have to make sure that he's not attached to his left foot.
Right.
Well, listen, this is from the 6th circle of magic. I identified it as the divine spell blah blah blah.
You say out Stormbreak, and he goes, Stormbreak! Ah, oh, son of a bitch!
Yeah, that's how we're feeling about it.
And he's just like, ugh. Alright, now I'm gonna have to call him back and ask him if he's attached to his left foot above the knee.
It's okay, we'll put it back on when he gets here.
It won't get there!
What?
Alright, I don't know when this became everyone on the... I almost said telephone, I don't know what that is. But I don't know when this came everyone be chatty on the compass hour. But everyone, pace off for 5 seconds. It's gonna take like...
Avok's just going
I have a spell.
No.
At this point, Janice is just like, look, I can get him to you in an hour. It'll take no time. I'm also reading another agent in your immediate vicinity, maybe like 5 minutes away.
Yeah,
but
that sounds good.
Fine, I'll call them.
Yeah, call everyone. Phone them all up, cause this shit's serious. If a Tarask rises,
and he stops and almost as you say as a Tarask rises, he immediately cuts you off. He's like, Tarask, Tarask. Your words exactly. Terrasque. Tarask.
I don't know
WMDs, sir.
And he's like, oh my god. Okay. I will be calling all immediate teams within a 1 to 17 mile radius.
All right.
And he stops checking. He's like, my original search horizon was 10. I'm expanding it an additional 7 miles.
Thank you. You're being really a peach, Janice.
And he goes, I'll also talk to the Master's Council. We have one of them in your area, but they are not going to be happy about having to go help out a bunch of first classes.
Come again, you cut out. The compass signal's kind of funky. What?
I'll speak with the Master's Council. One of our rank.
Right.
Is in your area.
Fantastic.
They're not going to be happy.
Oh, I hope not.
And with that,
That was a joke, by the way, Janice.
With that, he's just like, very well, deal with it yourselves. I am not your babysitter. I am your arcanist. Goodbye. And you hear like him. And
ourselves just send us reinforcement for.
As you say that, like the minute you started that sentence, it disconnected. So you just scream into a compass that's off.
Avok's gonna lean over to Merrick. Did she say Tarask?
Oh yeah, by the way,
What do you think the city's built on, son?
Yeah, it's built on the corpse of a Tarask, and we'll find necromancers.
Holy
Fun stuff.
Holy fuck, we didn't find that. Okay.
Not the
Guys,
smartest
Brando's gonna
design
raise his
decisions
hand.
on their part.
I mean, you wouldn't
Also-
have really found it. It's literally
have a
the town is
spell.
built on top of it.
I have a spell.
Mhm.
I can create and destroy water.
What's the range on that?
Shit. I
Yeah,
don't know.
can you? A whole.
What's the range and area of effect on that?
Can you destroy the water in the Genasi and dehydrate them?
I'm gonna stop you right there while you research that. It's not going to work.
Okay.
Avok's
How
also
does Rando want to know?
Avok's got a point to Rando. Also, why do you have a child?
Cause he's a good boy.
Poor
Oh.
decisions.
30 feet. Shit.
We didn't use protection when we were recruiting.
I might have killed more people than, half the people here. So...
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't give any disrespect to Rando just because he's younger than us.
Hey, there was
When I
an
was
age
the
limit
age
when
I
I
was-
was. There was an age limit back in my day.
He's
There are-
59.
Yeah, I'm your age!
Wait, what?
I'm
He's
as
an
old
elf,
as you!
Elf.
He's an elf though. He's young, but he's got a lot of heart
Oh. fuck
and
this.
spells and tracking
Okay.
ability, which is sorely needed.
Okay then, never mind.
To be fair, Avok is correct. There was an age limit back in the day.
Avok is going to do a lap around this place, making sure there's no one else hiding, there's no other
Yeah.
traps, and he's also going to try and find the entrance.
Oh,
First-
I just thought of something. I just thought of something.
Perception.
Perception?
Also, Zach, yes.
Natural 20.
Hold up.
I
Hold up.
didn't have, night vision or dark vision.
Hold on. Order of operation. You rolled your thing. Zach, you get
Yeah.
to talk now.
Okay, why did we have the one guy that didn't have dark vision look in there?
Hey,
Because
he
I'm
made
secure.
he made his choice.
Yeah, he did that on his
Oh,
own.
yeah. Merrick, what happened in the battle?
I stuck my head. Well, Rando, I stuck my hands in dark and exciting holes, and something bit me.
I have a game mechanic
That
question.
sounds really
Yes.
painful.
Hold on, guys. Pause that conversation. Yes, Hawk.
What was the results of his healing attempts?
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
Let me here. I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys.
That was a 17 plus 7. That's a 24. 10 plus 7. That's a 17. And 15 plus 7. That is a 22. So, one of you is not getting healed that much.
I'll take the 17. The 10 plus 7.
Am I
Okay.
able to heal myself or nah?
You can certainly try.
I mean, if it's not enough healing to go around, Miracle back down. He's
What is your wisdom modifier?
Me?
Yes, you.
I think it's like a +4. Yeah, +4.
If we
Merrick,
if
you're
we
healed
take
for
a
5
short
hit
rest,
points.
We can spend hit points to recover HP, can't we?
You can definitely rest for like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't
Or
they
an
say,
hour or
like, in
two.
5 minutes we can get a guy in?
They said in an hour they could gate somebody in. So
shit.
a short rest is an hour, so we can get that hour short rest in.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
that's a fourth of my sleeping
Oh.
time.
Wait, are we doing a short rest? Hold on, let me check something to see if I'm gonna do something.
Even
Well,
with
Avok can just do laps.
Well,
since he's
okay,
fine.
they said a couple different things. They said, one, there's someone in your area within about 5 to 10 minutes.
See?
2, there's someone who could be ported in an hour. And 3, the next available person would be an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah. So
Wait,
I say we
wait.
just start the short rest, and as people come in, we brief them, and we tell them that we're just staging right now and that we have the time to set. But the catacombs are down here, and we've already confirmed they're casting at least at the 6th circle. So
So Merrick, that's 5. Whoever's next in the healing order is 7, and whoever's next is 6.
take the 6.
I'm just saying you can heal that way. You don't have to expend as many hit dice.
Yeah.
Malcolm will sit out on all of that and just heal during the short rest.
Take
Yeah.
the heal.
No, Malcolm
should
doesn't
we-
need it. He'll be able to probably top
I
off
don't
between
care. I'm
vaccine
giving
and-
it to you.
No, you're healing.
Ow.
You're healing.
Okay,
You're
we're
healing
doing
yourself.
Looming over with a
Giving me.
band-aid.
You're healing
What
yourself.
are you giving me?
Also, Avok is going to also.
I'll take the 6 so that it evens me out to 40.
Okay, so just, you know what? You guys handle your own hit points. We'll just say that by the time you finish your rest, you'll be at max. So just go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like having to deal with all this. It's a work night. I don't feel like dealing with this shit.
Oh yeah.
So Avok, you look around the room. I need you to also make me a history check.
Okay. Wait, am I proficient in history? Let me check.
Doesn't
my
matter.
skills.
You're gonna have advantage.
Oh.
While he's making a history check and we're determining.
Ooh,
the
I need
results,
it.
After this, I want Malcolm to go up to the idol of the Raven Queen and say a couple things.
Oh.
Just keep in mind your sensor that's on you.
Yeah.
15.
15?
Walker, can I
Yeah.
search with Avok?
Yes, you
I
can.
got that 20.
I kind of have to. He's with me.
No, I do. I have 150 feet range.
Yeah, he can move around here on his own. You can search the body of the lady you murdered. Or
Yeah,
that
I was going to
murdered.
say that's the one. I was going to say Avok is going to try to, but his hands keep going through. Like, shit, someone search this.
I'll search the tiefling.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just go over to Rando and talk to him, but after you get to what Avok's doing, then Trap.
Alright, one
Check
second.
away.
My computer's wanting to run slow. Because it's doing like 15 things that it shouldn't be doing. Alright, here we go. Avok, as you approach this area, you get to the crates that Malcolm smashed open earlier. You look into the spice crate itself, and the world around you slows down and begins to kind of grayscale as you feel a wash come over your mind as memories begin to flood back to you. You look around as these people you've been traveling with for the better part of a few hours just fade away like ink being washed off a canvas, and you see your friends appearing in these gray forms, almost in kind of like stop motion as they're walking through here. Like they're in one place, then they kind of fade, and then they're in another place. And as you stand here, you watch as they appear around you as Logan points out to the irregularity in the sconce on the wall, and you see, God, I have to pull up everyone's fucking names.
It was Rita, Logan, Sonia, and Quinn.
Which one's the leader?
Rita.
As Rita kind of nods along with him and points to it, Sonia kind of is digging through the spice and going over it with her hands as the quartermaster joins her and looking it over. And Quinn, you look over, has got an arm on your shoulder and just smiles at you. Or is Quinn... I feel like Quinn's the quartermaster.
Yeah, he was. I forgot there was also Volk.
Volk has his hand on your shoulder and he's smiling, and as he's smiling at you, you just hear him say, "We found it," and then it snaps back to present day.
We found it.
Found what, dear?
He's going to try and move the boxes, but his hands are going to go through.
You just walk right through the boxes. You know that it's the
Yeah.
torch sconce on the wall.
Oh yeah, that's right. The sconce. This is the passage.
And let me snap open that mappy map.
What should I roll for the body, by the way?
Oh, whoops! Hold on, it's a lot longer than that.
Sweet baby Jesus.
There we go. Wait,
What the?
there we go.
Oh, nice.
Shazam!
Oh,
Open sesame.
that's neat.
You're searching the body.
Yeah.
Roll a investigation because you're actually sifting over the body. You're searching it.
So that was a 16 plus. What's my investigation?
You're on ahead, dude.
I'm just investigating, making sure that there's...
19 total.
I'm dead.
I mean,
Yeah,
19
I'd help
total.
if I could.
19 total. You sift over her body. You're able to safely get the blade off her tail, and find. And granted, it serves no real purpose to any of you as you don't have tails, but you're able to using
I
the
can
blade.
find a purpose.
Using the blade, you're able to find the poison that she used. You find 3 additional vials of it.
Ooh, gonna be pocketing that.
And last but not least, you find 2 additional things on the body: a key.
Ooh.
And a ledger, or rather a journal.
Can I examine the journal while I walk over to join Avok?
Of course.
Can we just assume that all my search in the body happened during his flashback?
Of course.
So that way, he's not tethered and can't go any further.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
yeah, so
As you walk over there, you kind of like sift through the journal. A lot of the entries are coded. They are written in a codex you're not familiar with. There are a few entries, though, however, that are the code kind of breaks because they seem to change up their code every couple of pages. And in one of them, they tried writing in Elvish. However, their grasp of Elvish was very poor. And so you're able to more or less make out the one journal entry. Followed the master deeper into the caverns today. We're searching for the tomb of the Paladin of the Raven. We need their antechamber so that we can channel the magics required for our ritual. It lands right on a ley line, and it's overflowing with the residual power of relics left in his vaults. Or her vaults. My mistake, sorry. It then goes on to say... It kind of rambles on for a while with just kind of mundane details of the cave, and you kind of flip over it, and then finally you find at the very end of it, we found it. The door requires 3 keys, which we've divided amongst ourselves, so that the master will know that his place is secure. Him and his lieutenant have access to the arcane lock, but the standard mechanism can only be accessed when the 3 keys that me and my brethren carry are united.
I call to the group. Alright, gents. Apparently they have a lock that requires 3 keys. We've found one so far. We merely need to procure the other 2. To find the antechamber and all that yada yada stuff that they're looking for.
Oh,
But
so
if
only
we
have
have
like-
one key, did you say they need all 3?
Yes.
So if we
Yes.
take the one, they can never get in.
they might already be in,
But
though. If
The
they've opened
commanding
it once
officers
already.
have access to the arcane lock. They.
Oh.
This is a way for us to be in there. Also, Walker, since we're taking a rest, can I use my comprehend language spells to decipher the rest of it?
Well, here.
You
one
can
sec.
certainly try.
I was gonna say before that,
And let John do what
One of-
he
Walker, my ability does item. Does that allow me to also read
Which item?
the earring, the one that allows me to hear? Does it also allow me to see, like read?
Oh,
and understand?
the secondary earring you have that allows you to hear all languages, as
Yeah.
if they were common. No.
Yeah.
It just allows you to hear all languages as if they were common.
Dang.
That's awesome.
By the way,
Don't
everything
talk behind my back,
everything
I'll
that
hear
y'all have been saying, he's been like, if you've been saying it in other languages, he's been hearing it. But
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there. So that's outside the meta.
I've been speaking giant the entire time.
In the off now, Malcolm, you approach the shrine.
All right. If you're petty enough to curse me because I defamed you, if you're lovely enough to curse because I defamed you, then it means you're listening. I don't know if you know much more about me other than what you've listened to, but I'll let you know here and now. I am completely and totally opposed antithetically to everything you believe and ascribe to. But in this circumstance, we're fighting against a great evil that's gonna summon to Tarask. And I know that's not what you want. So I'm gonna make amends, and I'm gonna make a blood sacrifice to you here and now to give you a bit of my arcane power. And in return, I hope you bless us and ensure that we won't fail. As a omen of goodwill and olive branch. And at that point, Malcolm takes out his sacrificial dagger and he runs it right across. his hand, and he like slams it right down on the table right in front of
have
the
a body
idol.
to do that.
And he gives it a first level spell worth of blood.
Lifeblood is more valuable than dead blood.
Okay, so you're giving it a first level spell's worth, and that means I need a D4 from you.
All right.
Or wait, yeah, it was a D4. And cut that in half. That's 2.
Ooh, all right.
Because it's a first level is 1d4 minus 2, and then a second level is just a full 1d4.
Shit, I'll give her a level 2 spell.
Nah, 4. All right. And then on top of that, I'm gonna need you to roll me a religion.
She probably is like, "Why are you doing blood magic to me, you fucking idiot?" But,
Well, that's 1, but 2, it's also this is a prayer by technical definition.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
21 on the religion.
Okay.
She better take that.
Malcolm,
Yeah.
you feel a cold sensation in the pit of your stomach,
Uh-oh.
and then it lifts almost as if a knot has been undone in your gut, and you feel a kind of like wash across your brain, almost as if you've been returned to some faculty you were incapable of using. And then, on the window outside the temple, you hear a simple rapping against glass.
Nevermore.
And you look over and you see a single raven. Just pecking away at the glass.
Well,
He I think there's still that little bit of a look of disgust, but it like mellows out, and he like shakes it away, and he goes, "Yeah, all right. Good to have you." And he like goes to the rest of the team, and
It keeps rapping on the glass.
like it
think
keeps
it wants-
coming in.
I think there's something there.
At this point, it flutters as you see it as it sees you walk away. It flutters away, and then on the window directly above the crates and boxes, you see the raven reappear, and it begins to rap on the glass again.
I use Mage Hand to like either break open the glass or to
Yeah,
like
that's such a
open it.
waste.
It's just a way to open
As
it.
you open the window with the mage hand, the storm kind of flies in, and the raven swoops down and kind of lands directly on the coffin in front of you. As its wings fold, the doors to the window close, and it looks at you, Malcolm, and it cocks its head, and then it caws once, and as it flaps its wings, a scroll falls out.
Oh,
That's
all right.
pretty badass bird.
It's a small scroll. It's
It's
Says
much more
go fuck
effective than a
yourself.
delivery pigeon.
Now, here's my question: is it when you say small scroll? We talking like what I got?
Okay, I unravel
okay.
the scroll.
She's
I
not a
walk
master
up
of
to it and
origami.
unravel.
It's just like it's like palm sized. It's a palm sized scroll.
Okay, okay.
Like, have you seen
I
Game of
guess I'll
Thrones, the
accept
stuff they
that.
put on a raven? That.
She flies up. You see the raven fly up and land on the edge of the sword, of the statue, and it just nests there and watches you intently.
Okay. As it's watching me, I unravel the scroll and read it.
Okay. So your specific request was for it to give you aid, and you
It
gave
just-
it.
Whatever, I guess my request was that, well, one, I wanted it to lift the curse on me so that I would be able technically to defame her. But the other thing was that, look, the city's built on a Tarrasque, and there's some necromancers doing some dumb shit in your paladin's temple. I might not like you, but you definitely don't want your paladin defamed like that, so you gonna help me or what? What are you gonna do to help me? That was basically what he said. He was like, how are you gonna help me? How are you gonna make sure this doesn't happen?
You unfurl the scroll, and on it is an image of a single tear. And as you look at it, it seems to be the tear is made of interwoven letters. As if it looks almost seamless, like it's a single black ink tear. But as with closer inspection, you're able to see that they're actually individual letters that comprise this tear shape, almost seamlessly looking as if there are no gaps between it. But you can discern them.
Not sure what to make of that.
That's all I'm given.
Could you repeat it again? Because I'm not sure I understand everything.
It is a
you said.
scroll with a black
Yeah.
ink pattern on it in the shape of a tear. That tear is made up of hundreds of thousands of tiny black letters.
Oh.
Can you cast it?
During the short rest, can I cast Identify as a ritual while I'm resting? Because
Yes.
I want to identify magic on this scroll and see if it doesn't divine something to me. And if that doesn't work, then detect magic or.
You can cast Identify. So as you all rest and wait for the member to appear, you cast Identify.
I was also going to, if while we're under rest, use comprehend language to try and decipher more of the journal.
Are you bringing the journal over by Avok?
I was over with him, walking towards him while I was reading it. But since we're on a rest, I guess I'll.
Oh.
You can recognize some of the ciphers Avok as thieves can't.
Oh. Oh shit.
The rest of the ciphers, however, are in other languages. So yes, comprehend languages would be a good call.
Yeah, I was going to cast that.
I was going to go over to Rando and just ask to have a word with him real fast.
Yeah?
So, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I couldn't really get angry in that fight.
Yeah, I was wondering why after that really bad beatdown you weren't going rage.
Yeah, typically I get royally pissed, and then I just flare off the handle and start slashing at shit.
Well, I mean, on the plus, you didn't, so...
Yeah, I don't know if that is a good thing, though.
I mean,
typically, warriors like me tend to rely on their anger at times.
Well, I mean, I don't really get angry, so... It's not always a bad thing.
Rage is poisonous. Anger can be motivating.
Speaking of poison, wasn't that blade tipped with poison?
Yeah, I'm okay. Force it out of my system. I'm sturdy.
Forced it out of my system is like the most metal fucking thing I think you've ever said.
Yeah, he just like he bled himself
and the
out.
poison just fucking lands on the ground like it's a sludge.
Just
Be gone from me.
You just see
gone, thought.
you see like the area around his eyes flex, and you just see like just a spurt of blood land on the floor. He's like, "I'm fine."
Okay.
This look like a freaking Kenshiro character design.
Just like one of his eyes just kind of like roll up for a second.
Oh
and
my
goes back
wa
to normal.
shinderu.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I just wanted to ask.
Do you
I
want
just
it
wanted-
back?
Is that an option?
Maybe?
I just want to.
One sec. Hold that thought. You might want to take a step back. Hey, everybody!
No,
You want to be my friend?
Wait. You already introduced everyone to Shadowwind, remember?
I mean, you and, Avok met him, so...
Oh, you're
Trapet
going.
knows he exists also.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. See? Half the team already knows about him. Or seen him, I should say.
Yeah.
We'll get a full introduction.
Wait. I'm just going to see how I fight with this, because
You sure? Because, I mean...
let's see this out for a little bit. I'm curious.
Alright, I mean,
I want to see how this affects my lycanthropy.
I don't want to scare anybody if I summon Shadow Wind. So I mean, like, we probably should get like some introductions going.
If I typically when I'm in my lycan form, if I get hurt, I get angry, and then it's possible I might go berserk. I want to see if that same compulsion to lose control comes over me again in battle,
I mean,
just as an experiment.
To be
So-
fair,
Alright.
we've already met in her.
We haven't seen, like, you guys haven't physically
I've
seen
told you about him, but I haven't exactly shown you.
But if you want, go ahead and show the others.
But that's about it.
Maxine's
Can't hear 'em.
like chilling out on the steps. She has her sword like
Instantly,
driven
so
into
instantly,
the rock, and like
Randa's
her
gonna
eyes
shout out.
closed.
Mary just like, do what you will. I just wanted to let you know that I might be asking for my anger back.
okay, no problem.
And he's just gonna go join Maxine. So that fucking sucked.
Hey everyone! Who wants to meet my friend? Shadowin! Anyone want to meet him?
He's
Your
actually a very
breakfast
nice guy.
buddy.
Yeah, great.
Son, you're making a scene.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool. Be right back. I'm just going to examine the last bit of this. Just make sure everything's cool down this space. Like there's nothing down here that will
Yeah,
catch us
you
off
can.
guard.
You
I love it
can.
that Avok just gets out.
In the meantime,
I've met him.
he's kind of glossed over the journal and explained some of the bits to you. It's nothing
Oh, yeah.
much. It's just kind of a description of their general goal. They're seeking to open up a rift into the dimension of Pandemonium to bring forth Myrkul from the Screaming Plains.
Oh, that's fun.
Can I roll to see if Trapet knows what all those things are?
Well, Myrkul is a god of death. You already know that much.
Right.
Hey, I could.
The
that guy out.
Screaming Plains, Pandemonium and the Screaming Plains are lost to you. Roll a history check.
Okay. Okay, that's not 20.
Whoa!
You know that Pandemonium
now.
is a dimension that assaults every one of a mortal being's senses. Heavily damaging on the mind. It can cause madness just for being there for but a moment. It is full of haunting and horrifying creatures and damned souls that are at this point chittering mad. And it is ruled over by a trio, or was, I guess, ruled over by a trio of gods, Baal, Bane, and Myrkul, before Bane and Myrkul killed Baal and consumed his essence.
So everyone, we have that going for us, which is not very nice.
Oh, lovely.
Hawk, I just want to point out you and I have the same dice.
Oh wait, we do?
Yeah, that's my crit dice.
It's the main Trapet dice because it's bright in blood red, like him.
On any other note, that it kind of goes over their goal that they're trying to rip open a rift to bring him through from Pandemonium. If that fails, they seek to send a single soul inside. That's a lot of S's. To pull a one of the many bones from his throne, as it is imbued with his divine essence, and they wish to bring it into the material plane to wreak havoc and cause death on a mass scale.
Nick shrugs. Okay, well, fuck him up too.
Gods make everything more complicated.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
If we, this is basically Trapet just working things through. If we did get a hold of one of those bones, how much would it sell for?
You're talking about a
know-
object of divine power.
I mean, Trapet doesn't want to rule the world. He just wants
That's
money.
like immediately going into the Platinum Watch vault to never be touched again. Because that's a
It's the bulk of
WM.
the Covenant.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's that. If you're able to get it away from people and actually sell it,
You'd be selling it like a terrorist to the Russians. You know what I mean?
you're
Yeah,
looking at your.
yeah.
I'd say
the prime material.
yeah.
I love that you instantly pick the Russians.
I'd say you're looking at about 60,000.
Oh damn.
I never said which
The Ark of
piece.
the Covenant. Damn.
I just said 60,000. I never said which piece.
Oh no, sorry. I was looking at the dice.
All right.
Sorry.
Moving from there, we've had Rando time. We've had Avok and Trapet time. We've had some Malcolm time. It's Maxine time.
Maxine's just like got her sword in the rock, and she's resting her hands on the hilt of the sword, and she has her chin on her hands, and she's just got her eyes closed. She's trying to catch some Z's while waiting.
Actually, that's a really good idea.
Cause she got no sleep last night. Some of you guys got like a little bit. Maxine got a big whopping 0. So she's a sleepy girl.
Avok hasn't slept in 30
It's not my fault
years.
you went for a shower.
It's not my fault that you're stupid.
Look,
To be fair, Rando is very intelligent.
Malcolm's
start
going
showing
to,
it.
as he's
Let me
busy
start
doing
showing it.
the ritual for identify, he's gonna sit adjacent
wait,
to
he's
her
not
a
that
little bit,
smart.
and every time somebody comes by, he's gonna like stop in the middle of the ritual and like tell them to be quiet by putting his lips up to his mouth around her because she's trying to sleep, and he's like trying to do the ritual quietly. So he's just trying to make sure nobody bugs her while she's sleeping.
All right. So as she sleeps, we'll give you an hour of sleep.
Yes.
Rando, you kind of express it. You kind of read the room and see that everyone's kind of involved in their own thing. So you think that maybe introducing Shadowwind is not the best thing
Probably
at
a
this
bad
time.
idea. Yeah.
As for
I'm
you,
gonna just
Malcolm,
meditate.
you're close to finishing the ritual of Identify when a voice kind of pops up from the corner of the room. You all are so fucking incompetent.
No.
Merrick draws his sword and turns around to look for the voice.
An arrow finds
no.
an arrow knocks the sword clean out of your hand,
Shit, dude.
Ooh.
and you see an elven woman walk out from the shadows, wearing. Let me pop open my little description note here.
Yes, give us.
If Avok doesn't recognize her,
Mom?
he might ready it.
She is a very athletically built woman of about 5'8", very slim, black, like kind of dark brown, almost black hair, and oddly enough, almost lilac-colored purple eyes.
Oh, that's cool.
Her boots are dark brown and seem to have moss even like wrapped around them, as if vines have encompassed the strides themselves. And she's wearing this cloak made almost, it looks like it's made almost out of like leaves inlaid with gold. And she's got kind of like studded leather armor, a dagger at her side, as well as a short sword and a bow in her hand that she quickly puts away and looks you all over. And she goes, well. I've been standing here for 30 minutes.
Outside?
You inside, idiot.
Oh, yeah, no.
Does
Oh.
Avok recognize this woman?
Make a history check.
Does Trapet
Do I know
recognize
this woman?
Make a history check.
Alright.
Yeah. Merrick just
And Rando, I'm gonna go ahead and say no. You've been living in the society for like 3 years. You have no fucking clue who
To
this
be
is.
fair, I'm a bounty hunter. I get around a little.
Okay, roll a history check.
I already failed,
My
but don't
history
worry.
check.
Merrick's gonna call out friend or foe.
That's a 19.
Probably
Eric,
friend. If you wanted to kill us, you already would.
watch.
She
See her badge?
she's not wearing a badge.
19
Oh, well.
total.
Again, if she wanted to kill
Oh,
us, you would have done it.
So 22, 19.
Look, she wouldn't be here
And
if she wasn't
Rando, what was yours?
part of the reinforcements.
I'm pretty sure it was a history. I think it was like a 5. Because I roll
Okay.
a 4 normally. Yeah, it's 5.
I'm gonna have to actually bust out my fucking documents on this. I'm really happy. To answer your question, is you bark friend or foe, and Malcolm's just kind of like, don't you see her badge? And looks over the badge. He's like, oh. She looks at you and she's like, To answer your question, Merrick Gilder, rank 3 of the Blood Hunter Order of Lycans, I'm your fucking boss.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
Oh no.
What's her name?
Bringing up my thing.
Have I been briefed on what her name is?
Do you want to roll a history check?
Avok recognizes, so he's probably just going to
Yes.
shout at
All
me.
I want to do is be the one to sort of greet her. Like I want to try and save our party's ass right now by making a good impression and pulling that military shit.
Yeah, you've already failed that shit.
Well, Malcolm. Okay,
Oh,
that's history 14.
Oh, no.
Malcolm's gonna fucking.
I have low charisma.
He's a smart boy. He knows how to talk good to the fucking officials.
Yeah, congratulations. You still don't know who it is.
She just said she's our boss.
Yeah.
We're
So
Not by
Well,
name.
We are
Ma'am,
so
then you know who I am, Malcolm Blackmore. Let me brief you on what the situation is currently.
you see her pull out her dagger, like, in lightning speed as you approach her, and she just points at you, and she's like, "It's too early in the evening for me to spill a blood mage's throat across the floor. Step back."
Does Avok recognize her?
You hold
What about our checks?
She looks at
me
you.
disdain for my study of a more practical art.
She looks at you and goes, "I would make a stain of a criminal who has no business being a part of an order I founded."
Merrick steps forward.
Oh,
Malcolm has fought beside us. He's trustworthy.
She looks at you. She looks at you before you can even get a word out and says, "Don't start, or I swear to God, I will cast silence on you so fast that you'll think I'd ripped your tongue out."
I don't take kindly to people threatening my allies. That's all.
And I don't
I don't
take
think you
kindly
can get
to
angry.
uppity little shits, thinking that they know better than someone who's been at this for longer than you've been alive.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Then
well,
we'll
then,
be disagreeing
like the
then.
briefing of the situation, or if you divined what the situation is already. You might as well take care of it yourself.
DM.
Avok's going to shout, "Toask."
Yes, to answer, yes, Hawk and Avok, 1 second. Hawk, yes, first.
No, like both of us were wondering.
I know. Avok, this was not the person who brought you in, but let's just say that the guy who brought you into Platinum Watch, his fellow disciple, basically when he was learning the monastic arts, his fellow disciple was the guy who who was part of her squad.
I'm sorry, you cut out a lot for me.
Okay, so you're the guy who taught you the monastic arts.
Uh-huh.
His name was Voss, his friend, his brother, the guy who he trained beside, was named Voss Stormrider, one of the founding members of Platinum Watch. Alongside the woman who stands before you now, a woman who during training sessions kicked your ass time and time again, Ziara Helinadel of the Varianus Helinadel warrior clan. Renowned as being renowned as an elven family that founded the Kingdom of Goldspire during the Third Age. She is a warrior who has been kicking ass since halfway through the Fourth Age.
What's her name one more time?
Ziara Helinadel.
Zia. If that's the case, Avok would actually be happy to see her again and probably just be like, "Ziara! Long time
What's
no
she gonna
see."
do?
And Trapet, you encountered her as well during your travels during the war. She fought alongside you on 2 separate occasions, and in both, she was magnificent to behold.
When Trapet sees her walk in, he takes a overly flourished bow. Lady Ziara, a pleasure to see you once more.
And
Just
and
beelining
yeah,
it.
at this point that she takes notice of the people in the back of the room, she sees the spectral Goliath form and an elf she used to know. And she turns to the 3 humans who are standing before her and she goes, answer your question, yes, I am aware of the situation. Yes, I am aware of the circumstances leading up to it. And yes, I have a plan to handle it. Now, if you'll excuse me... And she turns to Avok and she goes, Avi! And she walks up to you and she, like, puts a fist through your spectral form and she goes, yeah. I honestly didn't recognize you. You lost weight.
Oh, yeah, you know, that diet.
And she smiles. She's like, jokes aside, it is good to see you. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to kick your ass anymore. But leave it to you to be too stubborn for death to kill.
Did anyone survive? Did any of them make it back?
And she kind of looks down and she goes, we sent out a scouting team to get a report. We found the bodies of Rita and Quill. And that was it. Sonia, you, Volk, and Logan were missing. We assumed the worst, and now we know that we were right.
Yeah.
And then she turns to Trapet and she goes, Trap?
Milady?
Milady.
For a second, I was almost relieved when I heard your ship went down at the end of the war.
Oof.
But, as I should have known by now, scum floats to the surface.
Fuck!
Well, my dear, you always did call me a cockroach, and you know how hard they are to kill.
Maxine's just staring in awe. Like, this is exactly the kind of lady she wants to grow up to be.
And may I say, my lady,
Senpai.
you look amazing. I really love what you're wearing your hair this age.
And she smiles. She's like, I thought I'd try it different.
Yeah, I'm wearing mine a little bit different as well after you know, cut off about a foot of it.
And she goes, well, it looks better short.
I agree, actually.
She says this as you got like a fucking ponytail. I'm saying she says this as you've got a ponytail now. Like, was your previous hairdo like to the floor dreadlocks or some shit?
It was a much longer ponytail.
It's like it was like braided down to his waist or some shit.
I must say, I'm just glad to see someone remotely close to my age here.
Hey!
You know how it is to be around the kids.
And she looks over at Rando and the rest, and is just like, don't remind me.
I gotta say, Planamon still knows how to pick them. They know how to hold themselves in a fight.
And she kind of looks at you and she's like, I appreciate your words on this, but...
Don't get me wrong, you can totally kick all of our asses, even if we teamed up on you.
She smiles. She's like, I mean, I appreciate you telling me something that I already know.
You're welcome.
Oh.
He always said the obvious as always.
Still humble, dear.
And she looks at Avok. She goes, but it's not about kicking asses. It's the fact that I disagree with Gareth's choices. This group is not ready for this type of assignment. They were never... It... And she looks at Avok and she goes, Avok, how long have you known me?
I mean, I've been dead for 30 years, so apparently the scouting party you sent wasn't good enough.
She pulls you specifically aside.
Okay.
And she looks at you, and in a whisper, away from everyone else, she says, you've known me since the Order was founded and a little after it. We knew. We've always known. Why do you think
What?
Gareth likes to play with his pets?
Then why the fuck weren't they briefed?
And he's like, ask him. Personally, I
when
said
we
that
were sent, when Rita and the rest of us were sent, they knew then.
because it was not the mission. If you had been pursuing bouts of necromancy, yes, of course you would have been informed. But you weren't. You were doing a simple snatch and grab. Not so simple, apparently.
No, actually, pretty spot on, yeah. Then what's the plan to deal with this? You always have a plan.
And she looks at you, and she smiles, and she goes, I have a plan. Of
No,
course.
you're stating the obvious.
And she smiles, and she goes, my plan is stay close, shut up, and no survivors.
Oof.
See, come on, you know me. That's my specialty.
She's so cool.
On that note, she turns back to the rest of you and she goes, well, she walks up, striding right past Rando, right past Merrick, and right up to Maxine. Have you been you said that you're awake, so
Oh
I'm
yeah,
assuming you've been awake this whole.
I've moved to like attention, like a good warrior does.
And she looks you over. And the look on her face is not one that you usually see. It is a face that, despite your accomplishments, looks unimpressed.
Understandable.
And she looks you in the face and she goes, so, Gareth's favorite. And she looks at you and she goes, I have one question for you.
Shoot.
Can you handle yourself?
Maxine's gonna think about it for a second. Yes.
And she looks at you and goes, good. Because you're going to have to. And she knocks an arrow in her bow and says, now, I believe you all still have a mission to complete, and I have about 57 cultists to assassinate.
You divined exactly how many.
She's gonna help us?
And she looks at you and she goes, no, I'm just evening the odds in your favor.
I mean, as long as we know, there could be that too.
Yep. All right.
You know what? Let's go, guys. Come on, come on, come on.
Well,
Merrick goes to pick up his sword and just sheathes it.
And as you sheath it, I need you to make a dexterity check.
I don't do well in tight spaces, guys.
Okay,
You'll
dexterity
be
check.
fine.
I wonder why. And that fell off the table. Check, just add my dex mod. That is a... Oh wait, plus this... the stone only adds to saves?
It's add +1.
Oh, yeah,
checks
so
and
that's
saves.
actually 14.
Alright,
Not gonna do a thing, huh?
you turn around just as an object flies in your direction. You catch it. It is a small coin with on the front end being a dove and on the back end being a raven. And she looks at you and she goes, you get one. Oh, as she says as she walks out and turns to you. Duncan says come back alive, or don't come back at all. And she smiles, and she goes, and for what it's worth, my money's on you. And she walks out.
Everyone's gonna look at Merrick and just go, that's the closest I've ever heard to getting to a compliment.
I'm conflicted now. On the one hand, she threatened an ally. On the other hand, she knows Duncan.
Of course she knows
Now
Duncan.
that's a lady. Damn.
Trapet attempts to pat Avok on the shoulder.
Piss off.
You should have seen her in the beginning of the 4th age. She was much more complimentary back then.
I heard the 4th age was a piss hole. No.
Malcolm's pouting.
Hey, he's back.
Who pissed
She
in
reminds
your
me of,
field?
oh, that's kind of scary, guys.
So are we gonna wait for anyone else, or are we gonna dive right in?
Let's go.
I
don't
think
know.
he was everybody else.
Honestly, I don't
The
think
boss lady got in there, and evidently we were supposed to follow after her, soldiers.
Alright.
Having seen her in action, she is everyone we will need.
Yeah.
So, shall we go, Commander?
Hell to the yeah.
Excellent.
One
We need to kill
second.
something.
1 second. I'm gonna send something in chat. Make of it what you will.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
well.
Walker, when you have a chance.
Whoa?
Hmm. Also,
Oh.
Walker, I sent you a DM earlier.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Walker, quick question. What's that coin that she threw me exactly?
How well versed are you on items of the magic variety?
Arcane stuff, you said? Probably not good. Merrick is kind of shit when it comes to magic. He trusts Trap and Malcolm for that shit.
Maybe ask them then.
Hey, Merrick's gonna go to Malcolm. What exactly is this coin?
Coin, you said? Malcolm
she-
takes it up into his hands and he inspects it.
One side a dove, the other's a raven. She threw it towards me.
She threw it in what now?
She tossed it to me.
Oh. Malcolm doesn't have the time to do the ritual again, so he just pricks his thumb and he does a little bit of blood magic to cast Identify again. So he's gonna take his tax.
Oh, right. I need to tell you what the scroll was.
Yep. He takes 1 damage from casting Identify.
Okay.
5. Okay.
Uh,
So he identifies the coin and he identified the scroll.
the coin is a coin of Revivify,
Oh.
and the scroll. I'll send that to you. Suffice it to say, it's something you weren't expecting.
Huh. What's the symbolism behind that exactly?
I'll just send a quick descriptive what do.
Okay. While you're sending that, Malcolm explains to Merrick, "Going to revivify. I'd use it on Rando in case he drops, since he'll be the one that'll be getting the rest of us up if we drop. Or Maxine. Maxine can pick people up too, I think."
Yep, for
I
30
feel like
points.
everyone can pick me up.
There you go. That's the descript.
Nice.
Use at discretion for events that may unfold.
Okay. All right. I fold that scroll up and I keep it safe in one of my good pouches that I don't lose. Damn.
All right, we're gonna take y'all to the next map as you head into
Yay.
the catacombs.
Cannonball!
Shall we, ladies?
Oh no!
I want to kill something.
We all there's the thud of all of us hitting the ground as we jump down maybe a good 5 feet into the pit or whatever.
I float down.
Yeah. You all
Like
kind of jump down into the catacombs. Wait, are you all jumping down or are you climbing down?
I'm gonna climb
I'm gonna
down
use my
because I'm
ladder.
not
How far
proficient.
down? Am I
Rando's like, I'm gonna use my ladder like a smart person.
Can I use Avok as like a parachute?
I
Float down?
No,
I
you
fall
can't
out
even
of-
touch him.
yeah.
Aw.
I
He-
fall
he-
at a rate of 60 feet, and I do not suffer falling damage.
He
It's
ge-
still fair.
you know, there's another way you could do this. You could genie him into that badge and just drop it down the hole.
That's what I was wondering. Can I do something like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just, Avok, how far down is it? Pretty far. Okay.
I'm going to...
Actually, I don't want to throw Avok down there.
It's
No, I
it's
love it that I'm
full-
doing
full
my
disclosure.
ladder.
I can just jump down because I don't suffer fall damage.
full disclosure. It's like 6 feet,
Okay, yeah, we'll go down.
6 or 7
Well, thank
feet.
goodness.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my racial trait, Born of Stone, and
Climb
get
on
there
down.
with
Guys,
no problem.
why don't... Guys, just use my ladder.
Ladders are for piss babies. Gives him the middle finger.
I'm
as he
sorry, I'm
climbs down.
small.
Ladders are for the young. Old people don't have much time to waste to climb. Just drop down.
It's just like,
50 years old.
just like
What do you say?
I'm not.
I'm using my magic, and Malcolm uses the ladder.
Maxine's just like, I ain't no milk drinking baby. Jumps down the hole.
No, she's climbing. She's climbing.
I know. I was fucking around, but
Okay,
like
yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
sorry.
essentially what you're saying.
Merrick's gonna take the ladder too. He's been hit enough for the time being.
Yeah,
So
three safe people.
So,
Intelligent.
as you all find yourselves in this room now, feel free to look around, explore, do what you must. As you find your way down here, the catacombs are littered with coffins, and in the stone kind of carvings on the side, you see areas where coffins used to set. Some have been pulled out, some have been rifled through, some have been thrown clean open. But for the most part, this seems to be a very neat burial ground.
Oh, so this is what this place looks like with dark vision.
Right. Merrick just draws
Yeah,
his sword right
this-
away.
Dark vision thing is really, it's really neat, but it's throwing me off, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Now you know how I see the world every day.
Trapet, I don't
not
think
bad.
I'll ever know what it's like to see the world you do.
Merrick's just sighs.
And with that, he like takes a couple steps forward, looks into the catacombs, and he goes, "Who's got a 10-foot pole?"
I mean, I was down here once already. I disarmed some. I think I disarmed a few traps, maybe.
And technically, since you are in the darkness, Avok is shedding light, Merrick, so you can't see.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I emit a dim glow for 5 feet.
I'm gonna be
Maxine.
sticking close to Merrick. Yeah, Merrick's gonna stick close to Avok. Like, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to level up to my dark vision status. I'll get that eventually one day.
As
mean,
you all
you
as
are-
you all look at him and are so confused because no one has ever said the words "level up" before.
I say it in a way that makes sense in RP. Like, I'm trying to master my tainted, cursed blood of being.
No,
a
you
master
said level
maker.
up. Everyone just looks at you like a crazy person.
Whatever
was-
the hell that means.
Well, wizards refer to their spells as having levels, like the third seal or the third level of magic.
Yeah, you refer to it.
You know.
You have been referring to it as circles, so that's what I'm going to call it.
The
So-
circles of magic.
Circles of
like the
magic.
ninth circle. Yeah.
Not sure what the hell that means, but Merrick, if you're too much of a baby to see in the dark, you can hold on to me.
I mean,
As
Fair.
Maxine,
Can you even see in the dark?
Yes,
no,
I actually can because
No.
I got my super cool goggles. Bitch.
Well, that's another spell I need to learn, Dark Vision, so I can cast it on Merrick.
No,
hold on.
you
I
don't
actually,
need
hold
to.
on.
I'm-
Hold on. If we gave him my badge, I could actually stay with him and just be his flashlight, be his torch.
That works.
Trapet, do you feel like giving up that badge?
But I like Avok.
I'll give him back.
That's not the point.
No, dude. I can
Trapet,
still hang on.
that's me out of character joking.
Oh,
Why
okay.
is there no Dark Vision spell in 5th edition? What is this trash?
There
No,
is
no,
dark
I-
vision.
There is a
There
dark vision
is.
spell.
It's
It's
second
not
level.
divination? What? Why is
It's-
it not divination?
It's enchantment.
Why is it? Damn, that's dumb. Okay.
Anyway, at this point,
Avok, it's your badge, so I just pin it onto Merrick's coat or whatever he's wearing.
Yeah.
understood.
Keep that safe.
Just don't lose, Avok. I've grown a bit fond of him.
I hold.
I go to high five Trapet, but my hand just goes through. Keep forgetting them.
Don't worry, I'll keep your new best friend safe. I just get curious and just hold the badge inside the bag of holding without closing it, just to see what happens.
You're gonna hold
Is
it inside
Avok
without
pulled-
closing the bag?
Yeah, I want to see if he's pulled towards the bag.
I just sort of freeze. Like, without the badge, I am a nut.
Oh.
And get a job, medic. You broke Avok.
No,
A few seconds.
This is why I don't have nice things. I just pin it to my waist.
I have to think for a minute.
Like, I become the Tin Man from the opening of Wizard of Oz, just frozen in place.
Okay. As you
Bro, why you do this?
hold the badge inside the bag of holding, Avok's form flickers and then vanishes.
I put him out! Oh no!
And you've killed Avok again.
Avok,
Yeah.
you flicker back into existence, having been pulled through to another dimension, and seen the inside of how Merrick keeps his bag of holding, and you were rather unimpressed. You also seem to kind of peer between a few other dimensions. It was kind of a rough ride.
So it was like that scene in Doctor Strange, like Dormammu have come to bargain.
The mummy have come to bargain.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you, the literal description is that the item anchors you in the material plane. When he put it in an interdimensional bag,
I didn't
it
know this.
fucked with your Doesn't matter. It's an interdimensional bag.
Do not do that again.
I have a.
Sorry, curiosity.
Yeah, you know what curiosity does? It killed me.
Again!
Well, here's the thing. The old saying is, curiosity killed the cat, satisfaction brought it back.
He is clearly not satisfied.
Touche. Also, where's the freaking trophies in the bag? Where's your war trophies?
I just got this thing 3 days ago.
Oh,
6
A
days
real
ago.
warrior doesn't
You'll
have
catch up.
fake trophies.
And to answer your question, it's actually 6 days ago. You've been on the road for
Really?
about 6 days, yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like a month.
Shut up! You cheeky little bastard! I appreciate it, but damn. You got me! You got me!
Damn.
I was waiting for somebody to make the comment, but I'm like, nope, I guess I'm doing it.
To answer your question, Malcolm and Trapet, you guys don't really see anything down the hallway.
Hmm?
You don't see anything down the hallway. You can roll a perception if you want to hear anything.
Alright. I was going to ask, though, since I have arguably the best dark vision out of the group.
Oh yeah,
is
you
it
got that.
relative
You got that. You got that
to see, like,
baller.
60, I can basically see for infinity into the dark.
Yeah, you got that
Is the
baller
commander-
120
is
dark
the
vision.
commander a part of our earring communication chain?
Her?
Yeah.
Do you want to test it?
I get on the ear comms and I go, "Hey lady, you on this channel?"
You hear a neck snap, and she goes, "What?"
Just
Oh,
checking.
my
and
murder phoner's
he goes,
just
"Just
out of
checking."
control.
Over.
So what we're learning is Janice lied to us, saying that these earrings
Wait,
only
did I
went
just
in our
hear
group.
that correctly? Did I just hear a murder boner?
That was out of character.
As far as you know, Merrick, you don't know what kind of magical toys that a literal founder of Platinum Watch has. So you assume that Janice wasn't wrong, but that there's certainly something that he's not telling you about the earrings.
That was me, not Merrick. Sorry, that was Storm, not Merrick.
Oh no, he absolutely told you the truth. It does work specifically within your group.
She just has one better.
She's just got like. She's got one of those universal walkie-talkies where you can tune into the
She
frequency.
got cool toys.
What was her name again?
Ziara.
Yeah, I got her.
Can we spell that?
Zahar. Ziara. Zahar.
Was this something like the
Jihad.
earrings? Is this something that like was in use when Avok was alive, or is this more recent?
It is a more recent development.
Okay, so like, wait, what earrings were you talking about?
Before then, you guys just had sending stones. Now they have earrings.
And when Trapet hears the next snap, he just goes, "Ah, Zihara, you made me want to be an honest man." Almost.
Nasty.
How honest we talking here?
What are all of you talking about?
Anyway,
Oh,
I guess I'll take points to have the best dark vision out of the group.
word.
okay.
I'll try and hover with you.
Merrick will stay close behind Trap and Avok.
I probably should chill in the back because
You're a
healer.
squishy boy, yeah.
I like to.
Okay, this is a perfect opportunity to establish one of the greatest things in D&D, marching order.
I think I like to proceed for Trap. So should I be in the front?
Malcolm will take the position directly behind Point Man.
I guess I'll be taking points since I have better senses for this environment.
Well, actually, my senses also. I have true sight.
Dark
Well-
vision boy.
Kind of.
Will it be affected because of the dark?
What's up?
No, I can see everything. I can see in the dark as well.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know you had dark vision.
I can
also.
see.
It's not dark vision. Avok's specific field of vision allows him to see. What was it like? It's you see 60 feet, and you can see through what was it like walls and.
What?
He's a ghost.
Oh,
Makes
Avok.
sense to me.
Okay. Sorry.
I have a question.
Let me check this. I forgot because this was confusing.
Suppose I wanted to cast the spell Firebolt, but I wanted to hold
Okay.
it in my staff or hand before I released it, and I could let go of it if I decided I didn't want to cast it. Is that possible?
Are you asking if you can have like a glowing fireball on the end of your staff to shed light and then
If
shoot
I could,
people?
yeah, if I could have the ball of fire from Firebolt stay in my hand as like something I hold before I release and cast the spell.
You
That
can
way,
definitely
if I'm-
prepare it and hold it. However, Firebolt is a instantaneous evocation, so you can definitely hold it, but it won't be like the full mode of flame. It'll just be kind of like your palm is glowing
Wait.
red-orange.
Hold on.
Okay.
If that might cast a spell slot, could I just light up my sword with lightning?
He's talking about Firebolt. That's a cantrip.
Oh.
And as for your
Yeah.
Blood Maledict, it'll crackle with lightning, but it's not gonna shed that much light.
All right, so gang, do we? I'm gonna when we get to the junction of the corridor here, I'm gonna check to see if I sense anything coming from either direction.
I like to roll for Trap's perception.
What should we do,
Sure,
Mr.
you can
DM?
you can perceive for traps, or investigate, whichever you would like to roll.
Yeah.
Perception would be to detect the presence of them. Investigation would be to look for them specifically.
No perception. I get. I mainly want to. Cultists are headed.
Okay.
16. Perception.
So which should I do, Walker?
You're checking to see which direction the cultists have gone.
Yeah, like if I can get any hint
Investigation.
as to
You would need to
Okay,
be
cool.
you would be looking on the ground for prints
it's
or
at
tracks.
18 total.
All right, 18 total. All right, so you don't see anything really in your immediate vicinity except for what the hell is that?
I was testing something.
That is awesome.
If I cast detect magic, that's going to be the aura I can detect magic in.
To answer a question, Trapet, you can see like a few small footprints tracking in this direction, but they seem to just kind of double back as they are, as if this was where they were kind of like gathering bodies, or collecting them. A majority of footprints you see actually lead towards this staircase here, and you see a lot of them coming from this junction right over here. You see a few that led down in this direction, but currently, with the perception that Avok rolled, Avok, you hear the sound of rushing water coming from that staircase.
How good are all of you at swimming?
We found out the hard way. Maxine is not good.
If I take off my armor, I'll be fine. But
Okay, hold up.
Oh.
I need to take a second look around here. I don't remember this.
I relayed the
Swimming used to be
information
part of
that
my physical
Walker gave me,
training
by the
with
way,
my
to everybody.
brother.
Okay.
Okay.
So Avok, are you
Probably
looking?
a
Are you looking that
triathlon.
way?
Yeah, I'm going to try and locate the source of the sound or the mechanism that
Okay.
I think is tied to.
You can fly over here if you would like. Let me. Oh, that's a ruler.
Okay.
Let me ping that. Ping.
Okay. Everyone, just hold still for a second.
You look down this staircase as you see about half the floor below is completely engulfed in water. It is rushing, rapid water, looking like it's run down from the streets. The storm has literally flooded the lower cavern, it looks like.
We got flooding.
Not going that way.
I
Alright.
don't need a whole. I mean, I don't breathe, so I could probably handle it myself down there.
All right, you can definitely float down there if you like.
Okay, I'm going to just go. Hold on, what's my distance right now from my ring?
Not gonna lie,
I
it's
mean,
really useful having a dead guy in the group.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
15
just going
feet,
to
so
move-
you can just zip down
move-
there.
Yeah, I'm just still within range of everyone. I just want to take a quick look around, like what's down here, if there's anything.
Can Merrick take a quick listen to see if he can hear any footsteps coming their way?
Sure, you can. First, we're gonna do Avok's thing. Just roll your
Yeah,
perception. Avok.
Yeah, with advantage because hearing.
Well, no, I guess water is a liquid. It's not a solid object, so you wouldn't be
Uh-oh.
taking your phasing damage.
Also, I have the ring of free movement, so I don't suffer from difficult terrain.
Not that it would matter because you're a ghost and you already don't suffer from difficult terrain. Well, you don't suffer
Yeah.
from certain difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So as you kind of whiff into this little area and look around, for the most part, it looks like it was just the lower section of the catacombs. It seems to lead into a cave system beneath the catacombs that seem to go further down. Outside of that, it looks like the area, the water is running down there, but there is still looking like some substantial flooding. You assume that the caves themselves haven't flooded yet, but they might fill up soon.
Alright, then I pop back up and just relay that information to everyone else.
Alright, so we should get moving.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll turn to Maxine. Well, Commander, which direction would you like us to take?
Hold on, I have to quickly do something. I'll be right back.
What was
Okay.
that perception you got?
Hold on, let me figure out a direction before, so that I'm not holding everyone back.
I mean, we still have Storm's
Uh,
perception.
Alright, gangly, split up and look for clues.
How about we all just break for 5, get drinks, use the restroom, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah,
All right,
that sounds good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So I'll wait.
Okay.
I just got back from the bathroom.
Y'all can go use the bathroom, do whatever you need to, but I'll wait. I'm good.
I'll be right back.
That kind of works out because
I am so nervous.
I actually had a question I wanted to message you about.
All right. Well, question: who all's here right now outside of Hawk?
Me?
Me.
So the twins and Hawk
Me!
and Brad
You said you
apparently.
were leaving, Brad.
I
Yeah.
had to get water so I could take my pills.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Go.
Did you say that because I ASAP. Well, I'll do it for myself.
Now I'm
and,
gonna go turn off my lights.
and Hawk, you can go ahead and message me whatever you need to. I'll respond since I'm
Okay.
on break.
I'm assuming Merrick probably doesn't hear too many people like in the immediate vicinity.
What's the range on that? Or I guess what you rolled a 19, so
Yeah. I don't have a range. I just have advantage on hearing and
you
smelling.
hear whispering to the. Let's see, you guys are there. Northwest.
Stage left.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, Merrick's going to let them know that he hears whispering. Coming
Well,
from...
then we definitely want to go in that direction.
Hell yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, I'm back.
So yeah, Merrick hears some whispering coming from the stairs.
Walker, I just messaged you a question.
Okay. As for your question, Hawk, does it not cover that in your character sheet?
It does. I just couldn't. I was making sure I could do both at once. It doesn't specifically say I can or can't. It just outlays the cost that each one would do to me.
Yeah, I'll say.
Okay, cool.
You can. I'd say burning those would be an action. Or hold on, let's see. Converting.
Yeah, I don't think it costs.
They're both they're both bonus actions. So you would only be able to do one or the other.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks.
Let me think of something. Yes, red.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Granted,
Are they
there's some
whispering
drawbacks to it.
anything in specific?
I imagine so.
Let's just whispering a few things. So, Brett,
Yes.
they told you that there are footsteps leading to the stairwell to your immediate right, and that in the corridor to the right and up, there are voices being whispered. What would you like to do, Commander?
Oh, those both sound tempting.
I would like to act without command.
Oh. Fuck.
Ooh, cheeky boy. Go on.
I do. Malcolm says they hear whispers from around the corner. He steps past everybody, and in that square right there, he casts minor illusion to create the illusion of a halfling wizard stepping out from around the corner, about 3 feet tall, smoking a pipe, and
They over this way.
and looking down the hallway this way.
Okay.
He's just standing there looking down the hallway this way, the illusion of this halfling wizard in these green robes, smoking a pipe. Just
Make
looking really nice.
make an well, I guess this would be for all of you. It would be an investigation with advantage because you have seen Malcolm's minor illusion spell before.
Yeah, everybody can probably know what. Everybody probably realizes that what it is. I mean, if they want to make investigation checks to see if they beat my spell save DC, they're more than welcome to. But
Milk attacks! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
well,
Maxine,
I'm gonna
whoa.
say that Malcolm. Well, no, not Maxine knows what this is because Maxine knows that Malcolm has used this illusion before, but nobody else knows Malcolm like that, so nobody knows that.
I mean,
But
Avok just came
The
from that
voices-
direction.
The voices were being called from up here, John.
Oh, from up there? Okay,
Yeah.
then
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say before.
then the wizard walks down that hallway and then just stares down it like this.
Okay, so he's
Okay.
he's
Gonna
staring.
make
He's
a
staring.
Stink face and
He's staring.
No, that's just
It'll-
Malcolm's good friend Snufkin.
I freaking hate you, John.
I knew it, but I love it.
What was that
Yeah.
next scene?
As hold on, as he walks down
He's gonna
there,
give a look.
you hear the voices kind of like hush for a second, and then they kind of like, or I guess Merrick hears this. Merrick, you hear them hush for a second and kind of whisper amongst themselves, and then you hear footsteps start to approach.
They're coming.
I hold my action until I see them.
Yeah. I'm taking
Welcome.
position in the corner and readying what I messaged you about earlier, Walker.
Word up.
Gonna put my
Yeah, I think Malcolm's gonna go ahead and cast a little bit of blood magic to get detect magic up and to misty step across the way, so he's on the other side of the staircase.
Just so you know, I'm readying Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's
So-
3 levels worth of magic. What is that then? 2d4 or 1d4 and then.
Hold on,
1d4
I'm
half.
thinking. I'm thinking something for a moment.
I have an idea.
So you're using Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that's well, it's the second level, right?
Yeah.
That's a full D4.
Okay. And then the detect magic would be half a d4.
Yeah, it would be half a D4.
You want me to just make it a d2?
Yeah, just roll a D2.
Okay.
So you sacrifice 3 hit points. And Avok, you're readying an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, which would be at this level 2 bolts.
Okay.
And Rando, you had a question?
I had an idea.
What's the idea?
Now we're in the dark. Am I able to because of my druidic abilities, would I be able to like instantly just hide in the shadows?
Are you asking if praying to the new god you're praying to gives you some bonuses?
No, I'm just asking for my normal like Mask of the Wild ability.
Oh, yes, dude. Mask of the Wild is a wood elf ability. It just basically means you can obscure yourself in less than no cover. Like you can obscure yourself in like a quarter cover.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you're fucking hidden.
So here's my thing. What if I run up there to like over here somewhere, use my ladder, like throw it up in the air, extend it to like a length where it's stuck on the walls. I hide on my ladder, and then as soon as they walk below me,
you'd still be in their range of sight. Like you can obscure yourself, sure, but you're talking about like Scooby-Doo shadow jumping up there and then throwing a ladder up in plain sight, like tossing up a magical ladder to extend. If they don't hear the ladder clacking against the stonework, they're gonna see this little wood elf scramble out of the shadows and climb a ladder to get up above them. Like I love the ingenuity, I really do, but this is a very
I had this whole plan ready to go.
This is a very complex thing. For they can see if they could see Snufkin from like fucking hold on, let me get the range on it. If they could see Snufkin from friggin' 100 feet away, they're gonna see you.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, new plan. I'm just
ready actions and destroy them the second they get close enough that we can just.
And my question is, I guess, Avok.
Yes.
Why didn't you use your ability?
Which ability are you specifically mentioning?
Think, my dude. What are you right now?
You're a ghost.
Let's see, which ability would I like to use? My class.
Spooky boy, I believe in you.
I'll
I noticed
hold
that
on,
they're
hold on.
approaching, and I just want to say that all Snufkin is doing is sitting there, picking his nose and smoking his pipe.
Okay. Avok, I'll
Yes?
give you a hint. There's the hint.
Did you say anything? Because
I didn't say anything. I didn't message
I like the
anything. I
stealth.
showed you. Look on the
Wait, you
map.
said you-
Zoom out. Look on the map. Use your eyes.
Oh, okay. Zooming out.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, I would like to actually move through. I'd like to flank them.
Smart boy.
I'm.
You chose the thing as a ghost. I'm like, he's gonna have to phase through walls at some point, and then you're just like, I appear, and I'm like, he's not gonna phase through walls and shit.
Yeah.
And technically, it's 150.
Oh my god, it's your paladin all over again.
It's 100. It's 150 feet, and you're technically like this whole space is less than 150 from Merrick.
What's up? Alright, so then I'm just going to run.
So as they're
I'll
still
be
kind of
right
creeping forward,
back.
this guy stops right here and watches as his compatriot begins to creep forward towards this halfling wizard just standing there.
Merrick's reading an action that's like probably not going to need
So
cast it to attack.
I'm gonna ask this because I feel like I have to. Who's gonna jump the gun first, Avok or Malcolm?
I got this, guys. Let me
I'm-
have this. Let me have this.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to attack this guy with both bolts from Eldritch Blast, but my trigger
One sec
is.
here. One sec. How
No,
far away
I'm-
is he? How far away? Fuck. He needs to get closer.
My trigger is when they start attacking the other guy. Like I'm not going. I want to be able to attack both of them at the same time.
Can you see me?
1 second.
I have Firebolt readied. Question Malcolm, can you just give me a signal we both just simultaneously hit him with it?
Yeah,
One-
yeah. Malcolm and
just
Trapet
let
have
him
been
get closer. Let him get closer.
Play intently, like nodding, and they both have like the spell
Malcolm,
ready.
Trapet,
Yeah.
Rando, Merrick, Maxine. I need you all to make stealth checks.
Oh,
Okay.
good thing I have my cloak turning set up.
I'm
Avok.
probably
Oh,
not
boy.
good at those.
Yes.
Stealth check with advantage.
Oh wow, that's actually really good.
Ooh, I need it.
Stealth is...
All right, Maxine, you're
What
wearing
about
Maxine, you're wearing full armor. Disadvantage.
Ah,
Yep,
shit.
she
okay.
is.
What about Mask of Wild?
Can
Okay.
Just roll
11,
stealth.
And then a 16. So 11 plus. What's my stealth?
My stealth again?
damn,
His
I wish
stealth skill.
Malcolm had invisibility prepared. That'd be kind of useful.
Plus 2, so that'll be a 13.
Mm. And Rando, what's your stealth?
Plus 3.
And you rolled.
So is it 14 plus 3 or just 14 total?
Altogether.
Okay.
So the second he gets up here, even with
So my
his,
Mask of Wild means absolutely nothing to this. Got it.
your Mask of Wild applies for hiding after you've disengaged. It does not
Shit.
apply to actual stealth, as in not
Fuck.
being noticed by his passive.
Fuck.
So, if in the action that I see him getting surprised, does that give me the signal to let Trapet know to step out and
Just
let us
kill him.
fucking blast these guys?
Literally
Like,
just
he
kill
goes,
him.
Hey! And then in that second, like, everything goes slow-mo, me and Trapet round the corner.
Hold that thought.
Oh, just blast.
I need Trapet, Rando, Merrick,
Please
and
no.
Maxine to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fucking shit.
There you go.
It's my fault.
If I see that this guy's not doing anything and no one's attacked him, I want to fuck up if he's doing a spell.
Okay.
Damn it, 18.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
The four of you are making saves now. He probably
You
threw a
said
fireball.
dexterity save,
Oh,
correct?
is this a? Wait. Can I spell sunder this?
Can I cast counterspell if he's spell?
Hold on. Can you spell sunder this? Question. Do you think it's a spell?
If all of us
Dude,
need
it
to
might
make
be
me-
just bomb.
it
It
might,
might just be a
be
bomb.
another bomb. It might be another bomb. Don't bother.
I got fucked by the last one.
Oh, can I catch it with a mage hand?
You know what?
If it's a bomb?
I don't know if it's a bomb or anything. Wait, can I see if he's reaching for anything? If no, what? Never mind. I'm not going to do anything. I just have 11.
You sure? You don't want to try that spell sunder just in case? Better safe than sorry.
I have Malcolm has a claim on a counterspell and a mage hand if it's a bomb. Damn.
Yeah, but mage counterspell's a 3rd level. Do you really want Malcolm to burn a
You know
3rd
what?
level?
Is this a higher level than 3rd level?
Do you really want Malcolm to burn a 3rd level?
Here,
Yeah, if everybody's if 4 people or more are getting hit
Yeah.
with the spell,
Spell
Malcolm
use
is
ice
the
knife.
counter wizard.
You know what?
Nothing but kill other wizards.
I'm going to use amplified blood Naldic's curse of the spell sunder. When I
Can you
amplify
cast
this-
Amplified at this level?
Oh, I can just wait. I'm not going to amplify it at all since he has to make a wisdom check of 10 plus my wisdom.
What's your wisdom?
The DC is. Oh, I make a wisdom check of 10 plus the spell's level. So, yeah, I'm going to bleed it out extra and attempt to just sunder the spell automatically.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
wisdom,
he can sunder spells? Damn.
only very specific ones.
Oh.
So, 10 plus the spell's level, so. Okay, that's 13 total.
So that means it would have. So that means it's equivalent to a counterspell.
Yeah, to a 5th level spell.
You watch as a wreath of silvery black flame goes over his hands and then immediately whiffs out. He looks surprised. As he opens his mouth to shout something, Malcolm, go.
All right, Malcolm takes the 5-foot step around the corner and he doesn't fuck around. He goes lightning bolt and it goes right in that straight line and hits the both of them.
What's the distance on
Well,
that?
I had the other guy.
What's the distance on lightning bolt?
100 foot line. So it would go the way I was trying to throw it along that path.
Well, you can just go straight, and I got the other guy. I'll just blast.
So you're going along that path?
I'm hidden.
Yeah, so it hits both of them and trap it. You can, I mean, the 3 of you will still have a chance to hit them. This is if they roll dexterity
rolling my
and
attacks.
dodge.
It hits both of them, but I'm pretty sure lightning bolt is
I'd like to-
a 120
It's a straight
by.
line, but I can angle that line. I thought, you know what I mean? It's a 100-foot line.
I understand, but he is standing directly behind them, so you can still cast it. He's just gonna have to dodge.
Okay. I hope he doesn't mind.
And,
Who, Avok?
Yeah, you're about to. He's about to lightning bolt you.
Yeah, bring it on.
by the way, Walker, I'm using sorcery points for a twin firebolt spell to target both of them.
Ooh, nice.
The one time I used my ability to walk through walls and you guys attack me, I'm nuts. Okay, I'm gonna roll
I
my.
got a nat 20 and a 18.
The save is
roll
actually 16. I'm sorry.
All right, that's
But,
fine.
The
Avok,
save is in. They save for half. They get 15.
Avok, roll for dexterity saving first.
Okay, saving throw, dexterity save. I'm not proficient with that, so that's.
So one of them saved, the other did not. So that one,
Okay.
17 total.
and this
What
one's
was the
this
DC?
one's just 15. So you take 15 points of electric damage.
I take 15.
Yeah, 15 points of lightning damage as the lightning bolt scars the guy who was watching in horror as his spell went awry, and watched as his friend got a hole ripped clean through him as the lightning bolt fires down the hallway, scorching his left arm as he pulls close to the wall. As he looks over, his friend is just eviscerated by this lightning bolt, and Avok is kind of hit in the back, and it kind of cascades over his form. And as he looks at this ghost, he opens his mouth to say something before a firebolt rips through him, completely killing him.
Dang, I was ready to do some crazy shit.
And they're gone.
Over here!
And they're gone.
So are they both dead?
Yep, they're both dead.
Yeah, I finally used sorcery
Alright,
points
GG
or
everybody.
something.
Woo!
That was the fastest.
They are worth it when you get into later levels. Like, holy heck.
Avok's just like, I was fucking over here!
Hey, GG, dude, you did good. Nice job.
Avok's gonna actually go into this room, and he's gonna look at, like, this chest.
Okay.
I'm going to, like, first check it for traps.
Roll an investigation.
Alright.
Malcolm, that was a good move, but for the future, you might wanna let the rest of us in on the plan before just acting.
Right. Sorry.
Could've been worse, could've been
Investigation?
worse.
19.
What was that?
Okay.
John, I couldn't hear ya.
Yeah. Sorry about that. It just comes to me instinctually. I've been doing it so long.
I understand, but we're a team. We need to work like that. I'm trying, like, weirdly enough, I don't feel angry about that, though. I'm trying to get...
Oddly enough, I just don't feel mad.
It's okay, I can be mad for you, Merritt. Pat, pat.
That's 19.
Oh my god, is Maxine fucking Luther the Anger translator?
Oh god, yes, she's got the rings.
Listen, I've only gotten 1 hour of sleep. I'm pissed.
She's cranky.
To answer your question,
work
Avok,
on
you
that.
don't find any traps, and it doesn't seem to be a mimic either.
Alright, mage hand, and I'm just gonna open it up.
Okay. You throw open the chest, and inside seems to be material components for a spell. It looks like they were kind of stockpiling their stuff here. For the most part, it's empty. There's just nothing really left. Most of the material components have been pulled out. You can find like a page of some kind that seems to go to the journal y'all found earlier. As you and Trapet were looking over it, he was using his comprehend languages. He noticed it was kind of a diagram for the ritual, but there was a page missing.
Then I'm going to pick that up with the mage hand.
Okay, you pick up the thing with the mage hand, you kind of bring it back over to Trap and kind of combine it with the ritual pages of the journal, and Malcolm's over there now, so y'all can look over it together. You can also bring the material components. You can pick those up without mage hand.
I wanted to be like, hey Malcolm, you know magic? What are these used for?
Malcolm
These are
walks over to
components.
him and
This is some of the stuff they brought in.
Roll them arcanas, Malcolm.
1d20 plus
May I
7.
do an
I think
arcana
it is.
check as
Is
well?
it 7?
I want to say it's 7.
Everyone's been taking my kills. I
It's
haven't had a
actually
fight yet.
it's actually 8. It's plus 8. Let me fix that. Hold on. And I rolled very poorly.
Got an 18.
It is a ritual the likes of which you've never really seen before. It seems almost as if a majority of the ritual is an original design. The material components, however, you are familiar with. A few of them, like I said, are part of this original design, so you're not sure how they're going to fit into the ritual, but the main details of it seems to be a conjuration ritual similar to planar shift. It appears that the design is to open a window through the dimension in order to reach through and pull or take whatever is needed. So it just kind of confirms what the journal was already talking about, but it at least gives you kind of an idea of what the specific magic is.
Right. I think he sort of reiterates that in his own Malcolmy way, and he takes hold of the ritual items and specifically puts them within his own bag, and says, "I'll hold on to these. They'll need to be studied later."
Word.
Alright, shall we go up here, or shall we go to where we know they've been going in the past?
I think they're going down those stairs. Hold on, Avok.
Yeah, they might be expecting those two, and
What's in
just around the
this
corner.
area?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
Is there anything left of the bodies?
and do they have hoods?
I'm sorry, that's a lot of people talking at once. Red
Is there
first.
is there anything left of the bodies?
Yeah, there's some stuff left of their bodies, but there's nothing of value to really take.
If it's all one body, I would like to possess it. If it's a single corpse.
You hop into this body with a hole gaping clean through it.
Oh.
Does anyone have a cloak?
Disguise kit.
Do they have holy symbols on
I'm gonna, like, take off my cloak and I'm gonna be like,
Hold
Not
on.
what he meant.
Can I use my disguise kit to
Might not
disguise
fit.
the giant?
I mean, okay, let's just say that Avok, you possess the one that isn't got a hole through his chest. You
Okay.
possess the one that's kind of got like a burned up shoulder, and the robes are kind of bad, and he's got kind of some burn on face where the firebolt kind of left its mark. But you know, the face isn't all gone. There's still some face.
Can I use my disguise kit to make him look less victim-y?
You can. Y'all can cast like minor illusion. Oh, what, you can, Avok, don't you already know minor illusion?
Well, I mean, this is just wouldn't require a spell slot or anything. Or
I know, but Avok, I'm pretty sure you know the cantrip minor illusion from your magic.
I have my illusion. I can do it myself.
Yeah, so he can make his face look not bad and make his.
Okay.
not as, oof.
Make him look handsomer.
I was kind of just worried that people.
It's an improvement.
Spell magic or protected.
Yo, David, what the fuck happened to your face? It looks so nice now. And they're like,
It's
fell down a
okay.
flight
They're
of
invaders,
stairs.
but I took care of them.
They'll just be like, I fell down a flight of stairs.
Yo, Ted, you're pretty now. What the fuck?
I fell down a flight of stairs. Shit, man, throw me down one.
Okay.
I can help
and
with
I
that. Maxine shows up from out of the darkness.
Okay, meet this adventuring group. They're called the Stairs.
Spotted kicks. So, where to next?
Can Avok, he's possessing a corpse now. I was gonna say, could he check
Yep.
that clothes room? Make sure we don't die going in it?
Well, I can. Okay, I drop the body and go through that door.
Which door?
Which door were we talking about, Hawk? This one?
Or just see what's those stairs.
Okay. You kind of bamf out to there, and you head up the stairs, and we'll just say that for the sake of this, you see a cellar door, and you kind of pop your face through, like not your whole body, just your face.
Yeah.
And you are looking at the seediest looking establishment you've honestly seen in a long time. Well, it's been 30 years, so yeah, this is a pretty grisly establishment. These people look like bandits and ruffians, a few criminals and thieves, but they're all, and you even see a few dealers of illicit goods, but they're, for the most part, they seem to just be minding their own business and kind of going about things. They're just gambling. It's a gambling hall.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything Do I see any keys?
You make a perception, and it's going to have to be fast because you can't leave your face in that solid surface for long.
Botch. I'm just bailing. I rolled a 1.
She just
Oh no. Oh,
bamf
no.
your head back out, and you phase back over to where everybody is, and you're just like, oh yeah, it's a fucking gambling hall.
Yeah, they're down there. Do you want me to possess good old Steve here and just
Oh,
I
are
mean-
they cultists or just average Joes?
You said they're down
I
there.
have an idea.
Exactly.
Wait, yeah. Did
Hey,
they
Adam.
all look the same way?
I have an
Doing
idea.
D&D.
Still?
Yeah, takes time.
Okay, so quick
Yeah.
question. Just want to verify. Did they all have the same cloaks?
They do all have the same cloaks, but the people in the gambling hall were not wearing any.
Okay, it was just a gambling hall. They might not be connected.
Like the
I
other
mean-
game, we were talking about maybe hitting the seedy area of town. That's probably what we would have found.
Yeah.
I raised a question that wasn't, oh boy.
I didn't
her
hear
name
it.
started with a Z. What was her name?
Ziara?
Ziara. Wasn't Ziara gonna take care of all the cultists?
Yeah, she's
No.
dealing with she's lessening their numbers.
She's doing her own thing.
I mean,
Who did we kill?
yeah, I
Were these
personally
cultists?
say-
I'm searching my body for like any holy symbol or
They
anything
have
malicious.
symbols of Myrkul.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the
Which
best.
is fine.
Stab into his arm a little bit, and he's gonna cast Locate Object for holy symbols of Myrkul.
Ooh.
There are a collection of them down the stairs that Merrick is standing near.
Merrick
Okay.
takes the.
Malcolm immediately starts like stomping towards them, and he casts minor
Hey.
illusion as he's walking, and it's like showing an arrow, like on the walls over where he's seeing all of the holy symbols, and he says, "All right, I can see all of their holy symbols through the walls. I'm gonna try and cast minor illusion to let you know where they are,
Well,
and if
no,
I get a clean shot through a good surface, like some thin wood, I'm gonna take it."
what I was going to suggest before Malcolm so delightfully interrupted me was if Zirar, well, whatever her name is, I can't do Z names,
boss.
I've only gotten 1 hour of sleep, is taking care of the cultists, shouldn't we focus on the bigger matter, which is taking care of the ones who have the keys?
The ritual.
Yeah, I was thinking we can
I
capture
wouldn't
one
mess
alive.
with the cultists.
I think we
Unless-
should, if we have to, we can try to capture one and get directions.
Well, let's put it this way. Of the puzzle I've presented you, you've got 2/3 of the solution. I mean, you did one of the thirds just a moment ago.
Yeah.
We gotta go
What,
up.
by grabbing the ritual stuff?
Rando's gonna head up.
No, you're not gonna.
No.
Just, I'm gonna pause this because I do have to get going soon, so we're gonna have to wrap.
Alright, cool.
My question is, John, or I guess Malcolm,
Mm-hmm.
why didn't you use locate object on the key?
Are all of the keys
Oh
the exact
my
same
God.
object?
Would you like to find out?
Yeah, sure.
You cast locate object on the key, is what I'm getting from this.
Yeah, so instead of using the using it on the holy symbols, he casts it on the, like he says, pull out the key, because he sees the holy symbol, he thinks about casting, and he goes, wait, if I'm going to use this spell, I'm going to use it smart. So he says, give me the key. And
You
he casts it.
cast it. So we're gonna retroactively react the holy symbols. In the same area, you sense one key, and down the stairs where there's a lot of flooding close to the caves, you
Mhm.
detect another key.
Alright.
I got that one.
I was
So
gonna say, how about Avok and I go after that one?
how about
Yeah,
y'all just
that'd
don't
make-
split the party?
Yeah, I don't know
you
where
know,
you.
we never spent the party.
You will die.
So as you all
I mean-
gather around to discuss this, because Malcolm's briefing y'all on the key shit. So gather
It's in
round,
the
children's.
water.
Gather round. Right here, gather round, children's.
I'm right there.
Villains.
Trapet.
You're all gathering around as Malcolm's briefing you on this. When you feel a pulse wave of energy just wash over you, and a loud boom emanates as the ground beneath you begins to shake. You look over as the stone wall where the catacombs have been built begin to shift. And you watch as the rubble begins to crack and break and tear as a single glowing green cavernous eye is staring directly at you all.
Punch!
Merrick jumps above everyone else.
I punch it.
Oh shit, the ritual! They must have finished in time. We weren't fast enough.
They didn't finish.
I punched the eye.
Well, let me
Don't
put it this
punch
way.
the eye. We don't even know what it is.
Let me put it this way. You can use Arcana to check.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check.
Fucking, I'm gonna Arcana check because all of you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna punch it."
Yeah, because that's what Avok does.
The eye, just because it's within my detect magic
Yeah,
range,
22 on Arcana.
like without even doing
Which
anything.
way is the eye? Merrick's just going to jump in front of the party.
Well, I got a 14.
It's literally right here.
Oh, Merrick would jump in just to act as a shield for the entire party.
So that is a 22 and a 13. Trapet,
Mm-hmm.
you have seen a ritual like this before. A long, long time ago. And this is step 1.
Is it the ritual I'm thinking of?
It's the ritual that you're more familiar with.
Ah, lovely.
And as this eye stares at you, because this is where we're going to wrap, as the eye stares at you, you hear from within the stonework itself a rumbling, loud, rasped breath of a beast long dead, exhaling the dirt and decay from its now beating lungs.
Oh shit.
Anyone bring acid?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to wrap tonight, with the first step of a very dark ritual and the temporary, well, we'll just say, revitalization of a Tarask.
Before we wrap, Trapet's just gonna look to the group. We need to get down there immediately. I know what this ritual they're performing is. They're trying to make another me.
What?
God bless you.
Well, the rituals are similar in semantics, but yes, that would be
I thought you
the
were saying
gist
it
of
was
it.
the same one.
No, God, no. Well, let's just say that everyone involved with that ritual is very, very dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh great.
Okay, so redact that.
So it's similar in style and practice.
Okay.
This is step 1.
Alright, never mind, redact that.
So, on that note, we're going to wrap tonight. And I want to thank everyone who actually decided to show up for the stream, because I realize it's really late and I'm not at peak performance because this is a work night. But I want to thank y'all for giving us the opportunity to continue, of course, with Platinum Watch and its all-encompassed glory of fuck-ups and fun.
Hell yeah.
And I look forward to our next session, whenever that may be. Tuesdays seem to be something that everyone's saying is good for them, so I'll try and look at that in the future, but with my current work schedule, it would mean that we'd be getting shorter sessions like this, and I'd need to wrap early enough to get into bed.
Yeah, I think we should talk about that before we say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm leaning toward back to Friday again, honestly.
I don't want
Again,
to
we'll
like.
discuss
I don't.
this off.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
talk
talk about it off
Yeah, we'll
stream.
talk.
But on that note, thank you all for showing up, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And be ever vigilant. Goodbye.
Bye. Body toast.
Farewell.